what we like.
Okay.
Hey, Maureen.
Hey.
How are you?
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend.
I can't wait to hear the show again tomorrow after seeing it in person.
Maureen, it's even better this year. We are releasing the video of the entire event on
That's gonna be
demand.
awesome.
Yeah, it should be fun.
There's some visual aspects.
Yeah.
Did you guys get any cookies this year, or did Chris take them home and eat them again?
I mean, I had a couple of them, and then it spiraled.
I will
My God.
honestly tell you, and I'm not making this up, this is the first I'm hearing about cookies.
I got shame filled. Got filled with shame.
Where were our candy from yesterday? Did
They're
that go home
gone.
too?
I brought that home. Yeah, I ate a bunch of root beer last night.
You brought them home?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be good for the bus. You could have some cookies and some root beer barrels.
Oh, come
Well,
on.
the cookies are gone, Ron. It's just down to the root beer barrels.
What kind of cookies were they?
Oh, they were pumpkin cookies.
Well, those are
and
my favorite.
I even got to give some to Hard Rock Johnny this year. I finally
I'm glad
I bought
you were
some
able
little
to
extra boxes.
One turned into two, turned into 2 dozen.
How about you do this? You divide it up between everybody, and then you still eat as fast as you want to.
That's the thing I should have
That's
done.
not stealing.
Why do you steal our
It's-
cookies and baked goods from Maureen every year?
I don't want to, but they're just very good, and I know I know that as I'm eating them, I just feel it's a spiral. It's a shame spiral.
All right, here's a tweet that was sent to us. Why did Chris Stanley go online last night wearing an offensive Indian headgear? Tell me you weren't on Skank's Vision wearing offensive Indian.
I was
Headdress.
on Lazy the Skanks. I never had a headdress on. That was
Sounds-
Bronx Johnny, and we look very different.
Well, what were you wearing?
I was.
Pilgrim hat?
I had a pilgrim hat on, and then and it got too hot. I just put my Pornhub hat on. I had no headdress.
No, I have Pornhub, but that's not offensive.
No, that I'm
That's a
okay
So
with.
website.
only Bronx Johnny wore?
And other Chris wore a headdress. I don't know.
So
why.
your show wore it, but you're like, I can't
didn't.
wear that. Did you make that conscious decision?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you advise them to do the same?
Yeah.
Instead, it's almost like, your wokeness is like a Maureen cookie situation. You're hoarding it to yourself.
They didn't back you into the N-word game, did they?
We played the N-word game. I wasn't saying the N-word.
It's always walking a line with those fucking guys.
God.
Yeah.
You know, because they're all right.
Yeah. The kids are.
All right. Now, I don't know whether it's the same person or another one say, why would you lie about the pilgrim hat? You're wearing a turkey head.
I had a turkey hat on for fucking 20 seconds. I took it off and fucking put a pilgrim hat on.
Why won't you just say
tell the
what
truth.
happened?
It is
You
what
know
happened.
What? You're like the impeachment, where it just keeps going on and on and on.
Did you wear traditional Native American
did not.
garb or not?
Did not. I didn't touch
And
the
why?
headdress.
But then why could we trust you? Because you didn't even say the thing about the turkey hat.
Forgot about the turkey hat. That was fucking 10 seconds.
They're saying it's not a turkey hat; it's a turkey mask.
I guess it was. I guess it was eye holes.
Why don't you
See?
just tell the truth?
Why can't you just tell the truth?
I am telling the truth.
So we have to guess the truth.
Earl
Okay.
and Vito, let me just say this. I apologize to you both.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Because he thinks lying from omission is not. Now, let me tell you something. There's nothing more offensive than wearing a turkey mask.
Really?
That's the thing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I didn't know.
Yes.
I'd rather wear the headdress.
Oh my god.
I
I
mean,
had no idea.
but here's the thing: why not just say what you wore? The Native American headdress.
I never wore the headdress.
It's better if you admit it now.
I never wore it.
How many women did you rape? We have to
I
guess
raped
the
no one.
answers.
I raped no one. There were no rapes.
But we'll find out that there was a molestation. I don't consider that rape. Why not just say the truth? Hey, I wore a turkey hat.
I wore a turkey hat. And
It's
then
not
I
a
wore
hat, it's a mask if it's over your face. Stop calling it a hat.
All right,
Is that a
turkey
face
mask,
hat?
a pilgrim hat, and a Pornhub hat.
You don't think
How
that
many
these...
other hats other than those?
Those were all the hats.
You're a man who wears many hats.
All right, someone else said that Bronx Johnny's mic was broke for 45 minutes and
Yeah.
no one knew it.
Oh my
That's
god.
how little he gets to talk. I'm going to defend high society here. It's when I don't know why those guys have guests. They just talk wall to wall. You know what I mean?
A lot
And
of
you're just
crosstalk.
trying to butt in.
Yeah, and then I believe my mic was fucked up. I
But
think
you didn't know it?
I didn't know it sounded fine in the room. Oh,
All right, here's the picture that was sent to me.
God, let's see.
Now, this is what Chris Stanley is calling a hat. That is a mask, my friend.
Okay.
That wouldn't be a hat on any occasion.
No. And here's the weird thing about it. When you said, like, oh, yeah, it goes over the eyes, it goes over the whole head. So it is a full-on mask. It's not just like you're peeping through. It's not like a little masquerade mask. You're wearing a whole turkey's head.
You could have worn this at Thanksgiving. And do you think that luchadors wear hats? Why do you lie?
There's just a lot of
here's
hats.
the other thing. The other guys didn't have to wear anything stupid. Just you guys.
Why did you guys have to do that?
Look
That-
at Johnny's went all the way down.
Yeah, he wore a pretty serious one.
Yeah, he was very into.
And you're the
them,
guy
yeah.
that always saying the Redskins should change their name.
Mhm.
Now, did you tell them that you couldn't wear that thing because
No, I just chose the turkey mask.
nobody caught on that you were,
No,
I guess, pussing out?
pussy out. I was being a real pussy last night.
Man, those guys all look exhausted. They do too many podcasts and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
There's got way too many shows going on.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, in North Carolina.
Hey, Chris is telling a damn lie. He had that headdress on.
Never had
He
the
was
headdress
saying he
on.
had- yeah, you were saying that you had damn more paint on your cock. Don't lie.
Chris,
This is-
don't do that.
He's
dude.
a
That's
liar.
fucking offensive.
I believe Chuck.
I don't believe anybody over Chris.
Hmm.
Justin Stengel just wrote, hats don't have eye holes. Everybody knows that. Why don't you just come on and say, guys, I wore this hilarious turkey mask. Everybody thought it was real funny, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's very hot.
And then I attacked AOC,
Oh my God,
the
Chris,
fucking
why?
gang of four.
She has it covered, Gail.
She's a bartender.
A lot of people are bartenders, okay?
That impression of her? Because I've never heard her talk.
Are you serious?
I don't think so.
She talks a lot.
I watch a lot of news just like I watch it here with the sound down, you know? Well, Chris, you got
Yeah.
caught in another filthy fucking lie.
I mean, I did.
It's okay.
So you wore an AOC mask.
I
and
never.
then-
I didn't even know there are AOC masks.
I'm sure there are, and you wore it. Just admit it.
Zero. None.
Ba-ba-bum. All right, people are saying I've been going to iBank Chop, but I can't find where to order shirts.
iBangShop.com is where you get the new Bennington t-shirt.
Bennington
iBang
t-shirt.
Shop.
What?
SHOP.
But what about when you go to the chop?
Don't go to Chop. Go to iBangShop.com for the new Bennington
How
t-shirt.
come you won't ever push the Buzz thing? Is it Celebrity Buzz? Is that the name of it?
That's
The
a
Charity Buzz.
Charity
Buzz
Buzz.
auction. Charity Buzz. You can win a bid. You can bid on a chance to win a chance
Just
to.
relax for a second, all right? This isn't the Skanks. You don't have a fucking turkey mask on, all right? We're broadcasters. here.
Yes.
We're professional broadcasters.
You can bid on a chance to co-host the Bennington Show thanks to the Why Hunger Hungerthon and Charity Buzz. Go to @Bennington Show on Twitter for the link to the auction. The auction ends Wednesday, December 11th, 4 p.m.
Instead of trying to fill all these things on, just tell people where to go.
@Bennington Show on Twitter. That's the link to bid on the auction.
The auction is this. You get to come in and co-host the show with us. We've done this a lot of times. We try to pick a day that there's a celebrity on that you like. You help interview them. Maybe there'll be an unmasked. Maybe there'll be a concert here, something. But we'll make the whole day fun for
Yeah,
you.
we always have fun with the winner. So go to the link on Twitter to bid on Charity Buzz.
Now, Chris, when you're not being part of the alt-right,
Yes.
and Earl, is it weird that Chris played the N-word game last night? for you?
It was very shocking to hear that he's playing the N-word game.
Why would you still be shocked by him after all these years? I mean, he was at Charlottesville.
Chris, you were there?
I have
Yeah.
tiki torches in the office.
Do you really?
No, I don't.
You just said you did.
Or is it maybe that a joke to you, Chris?
Guess I was saying it as a joke.
Maybe it's a joke to you that so many Native Americans were driven off their land,
That
killed.
was terrible.
Was the Trail of Tears a joke to you?
Really?
No.
Is that why when your team dressed up like they were going to an offensive Washington Redskins game? Hey, is Wiki still a Ravens fan?
As the
Because
last
remember
time-
he dropped out?
Yeah, I think
He's got to be back on now. I mean, this team is so fast
it's
that
fucking.
it's like you're watching college ball. Let's try to get a hold of Wiki. I want to ask him if he's missing out on the season of a lifetime.
It's unbelievable.
I hope he's
fucking-
not.
What have the Ravens won 2 Super Bowls?
Yes.
They win this year. It's a pretty nice fucking place for them in this world.
Yeah.
For all the crying they did about the Colts leaving. Fuck the Colts. How's that? Fuck them. Time after time.
No, Lamar Jackson's unstoppable. It's fucking unbelievable.
Until he gets hurt. And then
Yeah.
he's 22 running like that. It doesn't stay that way. All right. Chris was telling me that there's this thing he wanted to pitch us called the Dad Movie Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Now, Gail, you and I were talking about Dad Rock just yesterday.
Yes, we were having a discussion on what is dad rock.
Now, Dad Rock used to be classic rock, right? It would be like if you like
Yes.
Huey Lewis or something.
Yeah, it certainly was in the category of classic rock, but then Vito was making the case that like it's kind of moved on
Well,
because there's a new generation of dads.
Yeah, Vito, what's your opinion then? Where do you think Dad Rock starts now?
Because now we've got a whole new crew of dads.
I thought it was like late '80s, like hair metal type music.
Yeah, but it's somebody that was listening to hair metal, that's so many fucking years ago now, they could be a grandfather. I think Dad Rock is wrong. I think it's Dad Hip Hop. I think that would be the
Now?
fucking joke, yeah. That you're saying, let's say people who like Naughty by Nature
Right.
are dad hip hoppers.
So that's like for Juju's circumstance.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, when Naughty by Nature came out, our fucking audience was losing it. But I turned around to our intern and former interns and said, have you guys ever heard of this? And they go, nope. I have no idea what this is. And that was both of them.
Right. Yeah, it's. I mean, it is funny that hip hop has now moved into that category where people are like, "In my day."
Right. It's exactly right. I mean, people get very, and I mean, we have kind of a classic hip hop station on Sirius XM, but they get, I've heard guys say, that's when hip hop was hip hop. You know what I mean? Not like this shit you're doing today.
Right.
This was organic, and and everybody was always mad at hip hop for not being organic, for not having instruments. And they're like, hey, at least they were playing wax. You know, fucking DJs could spin. All right, dad movies. Now, to me, a dad movie was a John Wayne movie. That was, you know,
Interesting.
when I was a kid, dads would be watching constant
Yeah, that makes
movies
sense.
about this. My Uncle Ray, the last time I saw him, was all excited about some fucking Midway movie being redone. And then I heard that maybe the movie of the year nobody saw coming is this 1917 about World War One. I think it's
Really?
Sam
Yeah.
Mendes who
Yeah,
made it, and they
it's
say
Sam
it's
Mendes.
just unbelievable.
Well, I think a dad movie definitely has to be historic in nature. Like it seems like they like
Cowboy,
yes,
World War II. Yeah, anything where or sports.
right, exactly. Where you're talking about historic or like sports nostalgia.
Or for some reason, Shawshank,
Yeah.
right,
which
yeah.
is, again, it's a chance not to have any I mean, there's a dead woman in it, but then other than that, you know, it's just guys.
All right, I'm going to throw this one out there and you tell me if you think this is a dad movie. Gladiator.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
That's such a dad movie.
That's a dad movie.
Because there's like dad vengeance in it.
Yes.
Plus it's, you know, historic.
Not
There's
only-
fighting. It's
Not only is it historic, but it's also nostalgic for the 1950s when the Gladiator movie
right.
was. There was so many Gladiator movies made in the 50s that when I was a kid, every Saturday would have a gladiator movie on TV. Some of it was dubbed. They were Italian, but all bad. 100% bad movies. But guys hitting each other with swords and, the thumbs up and down. When I was a really little kid, I fucking loved gladiator movies. I used to call it the old wars.
I used to like the ones where it was like they did like a lot of kind of like claymation monsters and stuff.
That
like
one,
the
Jason
Medusa.
and the Argonauts.
yes. Chris just said it. Jason and the Argonauts. Yeah, there weren't a lot of those, but the ones that they had were incredibly popular, and it was very that stop action type shooting. Now let's try to guess what Earl's dad would watch. Roots.
It's very
I kind of
popular.
feel like that is kind of a dad movie.
For my father, it was westerns, a lot of westerns, and a lot of 70s action movies, like the Bronson movies, the Chuck Norrises.
Chuck Norris wasn't the 70s. He was the 80s.
But that kind of genre.
No, I know, but I'm saying if we're going to say stuff.
I mean, he hit his stride in the 80s.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
come on.
can't all be Chris Stanley,
No.
where we're calling a fucking turkey mask a hat.
Don't forget
Why were
sidekicks of the
were
early
you
90s.
ashamed to say you were wearing a mask?
I thought it was like, it wasn't so much a mask as it was like a hat with like fucking eye holes.
No, it literally covers your whole
hat
head.
with an eye. That's a mask. A
guess a
hat with eye
cowl.
holes, and it goes down over your chin.
Yeah,
wasn't
You had
su-
a beak.
I wasn't sure if I was wearing it right because I thought I was either pulling it down too long. It wasn't a very expensive mask.
You bought it yourself?
No, I didn't buy it. It was just I could tell it was cheaply made.
Somebody else probably had their sweaty face in that too.
Ew.
All my dad would watch is John Wayne and then also like David Carradine.
Hey, Don in Alabama.
Hey, Saving Private Ryan, at that point where he is asking his wife, did I earn this?
So stupid.
And, with all of his kids there and everything, that moment just, especially as a father, and I mean, that gets me every time I see that movie. It just chokes me up.
That's why
because
it was made for that moment. But what they don't
Exactly.
what they don't talk about is how distracting his young daughter's gigantic tits are. They completely take me out of the scene. I'm like, those are massive tits for a girl that young.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But
that scene really annoys me. First of all, there is no earning it. You have to know. Did I earn my life for fucking what, man? You're just living your life.
Yeah, you're living your life and you've got a whole family behind you. It's like, this is what happened. But yes, it is a dad movie, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. Chris, does that make the grade?
That's not nominated for the Movie Hall of Fame. Dad Movie Hall of Fame.
Oh, I didn't know we had a Hall of Fame. Where is this at? Cleveland?
TheRinger.com.
I think they're crazy. I think Saving Private Ryan has to be on there.
Maybe it's not around long enough to be a dad
Right.
movie. I mean, is this the beginning of the Hall of Fame?
This is the beginning of the
Because
Hall
now,
of Fame.
now you got to go backwards. You got
I know.
True Grit on probably, right?
Yeah.
Is True Grit there?
They didn't nominate it this year. This is the first year. They have the first list of
Well, this
nominations.
is what I'm trying to say to you. Is True Grit on?
No, it is
You
not.
want me to
no.
take the list?
No, I
and
had the
then
list. I had the list.
Yes, but you would be able to not just like be in a conversation with me. You would
Yeah.
be in charge of the list. I mean, are they going far back as Casablanca?
No, they're going back to the 70s for this initial nomination.
Yeah.
See, I would make this thing. There are plenty of really old movies that I think dads still even liked a lot. Like dads could like movies from the 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? When
Like
you're
I
saying this is a like when you try to call your kids in, you say this is a classic movie.
Like a classic mob movie, too, I think.
yes.
Hey, Chris in New Jersey.
Hey, Bennington's happy Thanksgiving.
To you,
Same to
too.
you.
Super thankful for you guys every day, especially Earl. Always keeps me laughing.
He's the best.
Yeah.
My dad movie in the comedy category would be Caddyshack. You got Golf, Rodney, Chevy Chase.
Chris Stanley?
Not on the initial nomination list.
Is Animal House there?
No.
What the fuck is going on with
Are they
this
allowing
list?
any comedies in?
I'm looking
Can
at
you
this-
see through your turkey mask right now, Chris?
no turkey mascot now. Actually, this list has a movie from this year on it, which I don't agree with at all.
Yeah, because now you're talking like, I feel like a dad movie is something, like, Yeah, okay, a dad could watch it, but I feel like you've got to go with an older movie. Like, that's what I think of. Hey, Steve in New Jersey.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How's it going?
I would say that Full Metal Jacket would probably be the #1 dad movie.
Not on the list.
Full Metal Jacket.
Platoon?
Nope. There's one.
Apocalypse Now.
No, there's one war movie they have on here.
Is it a Vietnam War movie?
No, it is a World War II movie, and it's recent.
The thing that came out 2 years ago?
The boats?
The fucking...
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk?
God, you know what? We're going to do our own.
We're making our own.
You can't fucking play around with this ringer thing. It's insane.
The ringer's done.
When
It's
you
our
get
list.
an idea like this, right?
Yes.
If you don't want to show it to us, show it to Earl, show it to Vito. Say, guys, does this even make sense? Or am I just going to... Am I going to do the last show before the Thanksgiving break and make everybody crazy? You know? First, it's the lie about the turkey hat. I'm pulling teeth. Now it's this. I don't want to wish for a bus crash.
Please don't. Please don't, Rod. Especially on the mega bus. It's very likely to happen. They're not good buses. They lie about the Wi-Fi.
Hey, let's go over here to Robert in Florida.
Dad movies, Robert.
Hey, dad movie. My favorite all-time movie is Top Gun. Action. Before Tom Cruise was...
I just want to get something straight, Robert. You just said your favorite movie of all time is Top Gun.
Yes, sir.
Do you realize how many movies have been made? And Top Gun, whether you enjoy it or not, should not even be your top Tom Cruise movie.
Right.
Is it there, Chris?
No, it's not. We've only named one song, one dad movie.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Andrew in New Jersey, what is your dad movie?
I'm going to guess, it's not my favorite movie, but I'm going to guess Field of Dreams.
Well, it should be your favorite. It's the greatest film ever made. Now, the reason why that's a great dad movie, it's baseball, it's companionship, it's a road movie, plus a guy gets to make up with his dead dad.
Yeah, father-son redemption situation.
They're pals.
Yeah.
And then that thing where if he steps over and saves the little girl, he can't go back to being a kid playing baseball.
Oh.
And he's like, I better get home. She's going to think I'm having a fucking affair. She's probably think I'm getting my dick sucked. She's going to
quote.
I better get home. She's going to think some young whore's licking my balls, so to speak. This is Field of Dreams there, Chris.
It is not.
That's crazy.
What is it, Popeye?
There's two. There's 3 sports movies, no baseball movies.
First of all, dad movies are always baseball and boxing.
Yeah.
They might like football best.
Yeah, but a dad movie, baseball is a dad sport.
Yeah. Is there a hockey movie there?
There is a hockey movie on there.
Is it the one with Paul Newman?
No, not Slapshot.
What is it? Is it Mighty Ducks?
It's
How young are these dads?
it's Miracle.
Miracle is basically a fucking TV movie. How did you think that this list wouldn't do anything but aggravate everybody? Why wouldn't you have just come in and go, guys, I got an aggravating list. You want to guess what the list is?
Hey, Adrian in Texas, what's your dad movie?
Not so much as a single movie, but a series of movies would be the Lethal Weapon movies.
The Lethal Weapon movies, first of all, the first one is an absolute classic.
Yeah.
Takes place at Christmas. Who doesn't like that? And you got what I always want to see in a movie. A black guy and a white guy as buddies. You know?
Best buds, yeah.
And this is how it's always the best. When the black guy is the conservative one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the family man. He's anchored in. White guy's fucking nutty as shit.
That's so you and Earl.
It is me and Earl. This is like when me and Earl are solving crimes. So we got Lethal Weapon on the list.
No Lethal Weapon.
Die Hard. Die Hard.
Nope, Die Hard's not there either.
Chris, why would you not look at this and say this list is the worst thing that ever happened?
I don't like the list.
Then why bring it in? You said, guys, leave the first break to me because I got a fucking list right here. Could be fun to guess. It's not fun to guess if it's a fucking crazy, senseless list. Do you know how much? how I would have curated this list and went over it and
I
tried
know.
to think of all the different kinds of things to be. Insane.
Andrew in Chicago.
Hey, Bennington.
How's it going?
Great. My favorite dad movie, I saw it with my father, not knowing what it was going to be about, but it was the film Big Fish, and it was amazing to watch that with my dad. It was awesome.
I think that's a dad movie.
Never saw it.
Again, father-son redemption story. And I think you also need, what I think is good about a dad movie is it's a movie that it's okay for dad to cry in. Like a baseball movie.
I'm telling you, Field of Dreams is okay
Yeah.
for dad to cry in.
Definitely.
Field of Dreams is fucking perfect for that. Wayno says, Ronnie B, did Chris read this list before presenting this to the show? What the fuck is going on?
Good point.
And then
Wayno.
hashtag worst Thanksgiving ever.
What?
Old turkey face did it again.
That's my nickname now.
Old turkey face.
Queen Elizabeth said anything with Kirk Douglas is a dad movie. That's now a granddad movie probably, but when I was a little kid, probably Kirk Douglas was my favorite actor for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he did a movie called The Vikings.
Hey, Ron in Chicago. You're in Bennington.
Yeah, hey, Ron and Squad. I'm up for a dad movie subject. I was supposed to go see you in Crease with kids. And I think my brother had to meet and greet. And you left me a voicemail. I couldn't make it because I was on house arrest.
He was on house arrest, so he was saying, could you... But here's what I don't understand. If you're on house arrest, how are you not answering your phone?
That was the thing. I missed the call, but I'm glad I got the voicemail, though. You bet I'm saving that forever.
Oh, that's sweet, man.
That's awesome.
Your brother's really cool, too. It was a lot of fun. The line was a little upset that we were taking so much time, but your brother did not give a fuck. I will say that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again, Ron. Love you guys.
All right, man. Take care of yourself, and I hope you get back in, at least into the backyard.
Let's go over here to Matt in Delaware. Matt, what's your dad movie?
Hey, Benningtons, how you doing?
Cool, man.
We got Vision Quest, wrestling movie.
That's an obscure one.
I don't think I've seen
Yeah,
that.
it is, but very good one.
It's the guy from Full Metal Jacket,
Matthew Modine.
and he is a wrestler with. There was a hot girl that was like his.
Linda Florentino.
Nice. I always loved her.
She was,
Always fucking loved her. Yeah, there's no way this is on the list.
Not on the list.
It's
no.
like a teen weird movie.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah. Matthew Modine was. I would put Birdie on there before that.
John in Tampa, your dad movie.
Hey guys, North Dallas 40, the original one, has to be on there as a dad movie.
Wait, are you telling me there's a remake to North Dallas 40?
Didn't they come out with one piece of shit? I didn't even see it.
Oh, no, there's a lot of ones that try to do the same thing, but North Dallas 40 is the go. Any movie, let's say Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds, any movie that Burt Reynolds has a mustache, dads would watch. But now we're getting to the point where, like I said, that's more granddad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck this list is. And you don't take a classic dad movie that happened 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This has to be something like Fight Club.
It's established.
That, you know, I mean, you don't know when a Goodfellas or a Fight Club comes out if it's going to be the type of movie that people watch over and over. But within, like, say, 5-10 years, you're like, oh, this thing's locked in for the rest of our lives.
You know what I also think about a dad movie? And, you know, having a love interest is good, but not romance, right? Like, you don't want to focus on romance, but there's, like, just, like, a pretty lady who's
Waiting at home.
Barely
She's
in the
waiting
movie.
at home while you're on your adventure, and she's looking out the window, wondering if you're going to come riding back over the hill on your horse.
And then I was thinking, there might be a sex scene, but it can't be too graphic for it to be a dad movie. Like, a dad movie, he has to be able to comfortably watch it in front of his family.
Right. And it definitely can't be a gay scene.
No.
God, no.
Oh
No
my
dads are very comfortable with gay scenes.
No, even just like implied gayness makes them very uncomfortable.
I mean, to be a dad movie, you do need one man against the system. You know what I mean? You need a guy to go off on his own.
Right.
Or you need a criminal act where the guys are all depending on each other. You know?
Yeah, you do like a good crew.
Yes. Like the Ocean 11
All
thing
the
is what
oceans,
guys
yeah.
like because they're like, you don't really have those kind of
And
things.
there's also an element to that where if there's anything with like money or like there's almost like male peacocking, right? You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like that there's like gadgets or good things like that.
Right. You have to know how to use technology. And if you're betting, you have to just push all the chips in immediately.
Cool. Elliot in Ohio.
Hey, Bennington's Happy Harassment Day. Long live Patrice. Series of movies that are dad movies, all the James Bond, especially the Sean Connery era.
You would think that.
Not one Bond.
By the way, Daniel Craig said that this is his last Bond.
Yeah.
He goes, and they're like, why? And he goes, I've only done this for the money, and it's really an embarrassing series to be caught up with.
I've never seen a Bond. Not one Bond.
I've never seen one all the way through. I know he goes like this, Bond, James Bond.
Yeah. He's got a drink order I know about.
Feed me more alcohol,
And he
James
goes
Bond.
like this. It's time for me to have a little drinky drink.
So it's a story about an alcoholic
Yeah.
who drinks at any time.
It was License to Kill, gal. Kill whoever he wants.
And then there's like a lot of sexy ladies in it.
What? Yeah.
Sexy ladies, but you never get too attached to them.
Right, because
Yeah,
there's
they-
always going to be a new Bond girl. And then I like the songs. There's always like
The biggest,
all the big Bond
pop
songs.
song. Yeah, you got to figure out who's doing this year's Bond. I would pick. Thank you. Next, I would pick like an Area Grande.
Right, exactly.
You know, somebody who says big pop hits, or the Taylor.
Yes, exactly. Previously, it had been Adele. Adele did a
Yeah,
big Bond
Adele.
song.
Yeah, and she went and crushed it.
Yeah.
There's no one set for this new song, but
They haven't even
I
shot
like
it yet.
Ariana Grande is a good call.
Ariana Grande or Ozzy. Those were the two that I would pick.
Dad Rock, by the way.
Yeah, Dad Rock, Ozzy.
Yeah, big time.
Don't they also tend to lean British?
What's that?
They also tend to lean British
For the-
for the theme song.
Yeah, but they don't have to be, right?
They don't have to, but they
Jack
they
White
prefer
did it
it.
one in like the last like 3 or 4.
You're fucking kidding me.
Pretty sure. I'm
Yeah, Jack White and Alicia Keys
Well,
did it.
you're
one.
acting like that they're
Yeah.
British, Earl.
No, I'm just saying that they try to lean
What
British.
about Nancy Sinatra?
Yeah, does that fucking matter to you? What about Paul McCartney? Greatest American who ever lived. And a dad rocker.
Dan in Georgia.
Yes, sir, Ronnie. Hey, if this ain't on there, you might as well get off this fucking topic. What about Goodfellas?
It is not nominated.
Jesus, how about Winnie the Pooh?
Not there.
Do you understand what you're doing to people, Chris?
Yeah, you're making people really
Did you
mad
think
at-
this was going to go bad or go great? How did you picture it in your fucking turkey head?
My turkey brain thought it would go better than this. I mean, sure, the list is annoying. Yeah, but the ringer doesn't.
By
have
the
to be
way, I think it's so funny that you put on a stupid turkey mask because you're like, if I put on this fucking head thing, you know what I mean? If I
Yeah.
put on the
I
Indian
can't-
headdress.
It can't be pictured in that.
Why didn't you just say, I'm not putting on any headwear?
I do like headwear, but I don't want to put a fucking Indian headdress on.
But you didn't let on to anybody.
Yeah,
that,
you
right?
didn't tell your friends, hey guys.
I don't think they
this-
would have cared, oddly enough.
Yes, because none of them work for a corporation.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Hey, Rocco in New Jersey, what's your dad movie?
Hey, Bennington. Love the show. And Ronnie B, I want to say we saw you in Red Bank. It was an awesome show.
Dude, that was so much fun that night, and I thank everybody who was there. There was a picture of me, my smoking pictures I do, and I saw just how terrible I looked that night. You know what I mean?
Just worn out.
And that,
yeah.
You killed it, though, Ronnie. You killed it.
That audience just carried me. You know what I mean? From the first joke on. Thanks so much, Rocco.
Thanks, Rocco.
My movie is Rudy.
Rudy's on the list. He's nominated. One of
No,
two
do-
football songs.
Songs? What are you
Movies.
doing, Chris?
There's
you just said they were songs. Your head is not in the fucking game,
Yes, no,
bro.
it is. I'm looking at the list. There's one title has song in it. I keep reading it.
But that doesn't mean that your head is into it because you saw the Brian song.
That's it. That's the other football.
Spoiler alert.
You just gave it away, and that's a TV movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call that like a real dad movie because of that. Charles in West Virginia.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
I just watched this movie the other night, and it still holds up. I'm more curious to see if it's on the list than anything. One-on-One.
Robbie Benson?
Yeah, that was a good movie. Still holds
I
up.
don't remember. I mean, it was Robbie Benson as a basketball player in the late 70s. Robbie Benson was big for a minute. He was kind of a teen idol for some reason. He was in the Ode to Billy Joe movie. But if I remember this movie correctly, he was drafted at like a UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie Benson is like 5'8", and he was drafted to play basketball. And it was just about like the same thing that we talk about now, how corrupt. But this was my impression of Robbie Benson. I'm here to play basketball. A basketball player. He whispered in every movie. Earl, do you even remember Robbie Benson?
Yeah, I remember he was a big deal for a minute.
You just are fucking repeating what I said.
Just for a minute.
I said minute. There's no reason to repeat. I remember that he was in this ice skating movie that the girls liked. I think it was him and a blind ice skater. Who was the girl who played his love interest in One-on-One?
That was Annette O'Toole.
Oh, Annette O'Toole.
Man,
you
I'm
know
looking.
who she married?
No.
Lenny from Lenny and Squiggy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Michael McKean.
Now I'm looking at pictures of him when he was young.
Yeah.
And he reminds me of the other teen heartthrob from the 90s. Remember, he died, and it was really tragic. He was-
Phoenix?
No, not
River Phoenix?
No, the other teen heartthrob.
No, we're lost then.
God, he looks just like him.
Well,
It's
you
like
can
there's
see
like a
that
teen heartthrob face.
he had Donny Osmond hair.
Yeah.
So I think that really helped him along a lot. And every movie he was like, I'm doing the best I can. I don't have a dad. I'm using you as a father figure.
He certainly doesn't look like he plays basketball, that's for sure.
No. And I mean, he was supposed to be like Pistol Pete Maravich. You know what I mean? He was supposed to play basketball on a high level. Now I want to go back and watch. I want to watch that movie again from 1977. Hey, everybody, it's the 70s. Want to play basketball?
Hey, Galen in Alberta, what's your dad movie?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation has to be on this list.
Over vacation?
No.
You would take Christmas vacation?
I think
No to
Christmas Vacation and Vacation are Christmas Vacation is kind of like a dad movie that a dad would be like, this is a Christmas movie I could get behind.
Maureen wants to know this. Did Chris at least give Galen the gifts for Juliet or the cards, or did he eat those too?
I mailed them. I mailed them to Gail's house.
I took them home that night. You didn't mail them. I took them
the
home.
one I mailed to your house.
Yes.
Oh, maybe a turkey fucking mask that you were calling the hat.
I did get those. I wish I could get those cookies back. Those pumpkin
Fucking
cookies.
starving today.
I know. Me too.
Starving.
Hey, let's go to Stanley in Missouri.
Hey guys, for me it was Convoy because my dad was a truck driver and now I'm a truck driver. So,
But is your dream to this day to get into a convoy?
they're out. It's a shame they're outlawed anymore, but
That was a big thing in the 70s if you had any kind of protest.
Right.
The truckers would convoy it up and they would drive around the White House.
It's pretty
and shit.
cool.
Kind
That's
of great.
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
CB radios got big then, you know.
Yeah.
And Convoy was Sam Peckinpah. Like if Sam Peckinpah made a PG film, it was very shocking
Right.
to people of like how not violent that it was. We were all
Yeah.
disappointed. Chris Christopherson as well in that movie.
Dave in Long Island.
Hey, Benningtons.
Hey, how's it going, Dave?
How about A River Runs Through It?
Man, I love that movie.
Not on the list.
That's a good dad movie.
It's a good dad movie. Troubled brother.
Yeah. Trouble brother that you can't save. Perfect.
know.
Perfect.
Cried like a baby in that
Yeah.
movie.
One of the first of all, it's a gorgeous film to look at.
Yes.
Second, fly fishing looks beautiful. Did we ever get hold of Wiki?
You can call at 3 p.m. Is what he
Okay.
said.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk to Shane Gillis. I also want to talk to Florentine sometime today because I saw that, what's his name? Mick Mars. Everybody said, here's what happened. When Motley Crue retired, Mick Mars said on Florentine's TV show, if we come back, everybody gets free tickets.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of times I'll be at the meet and greet standing next to Florentine, and people say, "Man, I really miss that metal show." And Florentine's like, "Me too, man. We're working on bringing it back, bro." Yeah, 'cause we had everybody. You know, we had Slash. Yeah, that movie should be on there. One of the things that I loved about River Runs Through It is like he was like, my brother is beautiful. You know what I mean? My brother was an artist with a right. Just the way that he looked at his brother, even though they fought and stuff.
Yeah.
He fucking loved his brother.
Oh my God. And young Brad Pitt in that movie.
Yeah.
Unreal.
And then I would even use that other Brad Pitt movie where it was like the three brothers and one girl. Three Brothers, One Cup, I think was the name of it.
What was that?
That was the one where they were all out in like Montana or something, and Brad Pitt was like wild.
Oh,
as-
yeah. The one where he dipped his hat and
Yeah.
the water came off his hat. And it was
Yeah.
like ridiculous. Where he had long hair.
Really long hair.
Ray and Hackensack.
Hey guys. Hey Ronnie, I just want to say I saw you on Count Basie as well, and what an amazing show. I mean, like 4 headliners at once, but you absolutely stole the show, and we knew it was a tough week for you, and it was really really awesome, man. You actually, my fiance's never heard the show or anything. She works in an office, and you actually made her go into a coughing fit and fall to a knee with one of your bits that focused around driving.
That's really, really great, man. That's really, really sweet to know. I've heard from so many people like that on the Creep Store, too, of people
Yeah.
that are like, my husband drugged me here, and this is great.
I love that.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah, my movie is, I'm sure it's not on this list because this list sucks, Stanley. But you got Gene Hackman, a drunk Dennis Hopper, and a 30-foot-long basketball court in Hoosiers.
Oh, that's a good one.
Not on the list.
But he was crying for his alcoholic dad.
I know.
You know? Don't let the fucking paint dry. That's what I learned from that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you got like Gene Hackman he's Gene Hackman, he's great. But then there's Barbara Hershey. Like, we're not supposed to notice that she's Barbara Hershey. She's just some mousy librarian who really doesn't date.
I was just talking about this of how many movies, especially like rom-coms where it's like a woman at the center, and we're supposed to just believe a world where she's just like, I'm awkward and I'm nervous to talk to this guy. And it's just like someone who's clearly a 10
Yeah.
walking around feeling insecure. And like, I tripped.
Yeah.
What an idiot. Like, have you ever met an attractive person? Even if they're not an asshole about it, they walk around like with fully comfortable and confident
Sure.
in everything that they do.
Because they feel like they got a new jacket every day. And that jacket is their own body. How about Rocky, how far they had to go to make her look hideous? Like, put a big dumb hat on her,
Yeah.
glasses, mitts, act like she can't ice skate. And we're like, we've all seen The Godfather. We know she's an attractive woman.
Yeah. Oh, her and the glasses.
That's skank. Why would Rocky should take her to the zoo? Is Rocky on there?
No.
Come on, dude.
Come on.
That's a weak list.
What? But you brought it.
I know,
You
I
said
know.
you had the opening break of the show.
You said I found the best list I've ever seen.
You know
I think
what?
was a direct quote.
Why don't you just come in and go, guys? I'm exhausted from Skanks giving last night. It's just, can I just cruise today? And I would say, yeah, of course. Not like I found this list, guys, that's gonna fucking blow this show up. All right, I got a fucking list for the Radio Hall of Fame, man. It's going like this in terms of producers, and this has never happened before.
Okay.
Chris Stanley comes in third.
Oh, fuck.
Vito second. Earl's number one.
I feel sick.
You should feel sick.
Yeah.
You know what you did
It's a
great
reality.
today, Earl?
What?
You didn't bring a list. You didn't bring a bad list.
I like that he just went, what? You didn't even
Chris,
close
you've been
the
better
tape.
off.
What?
Chris, you would have been better off if you would have brought Listerine in here.
At least we could use it.
You've turned this fucking Thanksgiving into a shit giving.
I don't know. I want.
You know what? I'm calling my mom. I'm not even going down there.
No,
today.
Oh,
don't
you
don't
have
don't,
to.
don't let this list
No.
ruin Thanksgiving.
Also, I mean, the list and then finding out about these cookies.
The cookies, the
It's
mask.
killing me. The mask. What is the mask? Such... Wayne and Queens, what is your dad movie?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to everybody but Chris Stanley.
Ouch. It's mean.
My dad, he likes The Quiet Man and Porky's.
Those are two very different types of
Yeah,
movie.
but I can understand.
Yeah.
Now, I had a fight with Robert Kelly over The Quiet Man. He thinks it stinks.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I don't know whether he's just being,
Yeah,
argumentative.
try to, like,
He's a contrarian.
he's more Porky's than he is Quiet Man.
Are you doing a weight joke about him right now? 'Cause
No,
that
he
happens
just
to him a lot.
Wayne just brought up those movies. But I would say no to Porky's because of the reason I said you can't have too much sexiness. You don't want too much
Yeah, that's
like
a good
frontal.
point. You don't want a guy sticking his dick into the girl's locker room. What about Jaws?
Not on the list.
Is that in everyone's movie? Is that why? What's their reasoning?
They didn't mention Jaws at all.
You know what good movies are, right?
Yeah, yes.
Why wouldn't you have looked at this list? How many names are on this list?
There's there's three that we haven't named.
How many names are on the list altogether?
8.
Okay. Who nominates 8 things, and what are they putting in? One movie?
There's 2 guys nominated these 8 movies from the Ringer staff.
Why didn't you and Vito just make up your own list?
We
You're
should
2
have.
guys.
Yeah, we are 2 guys.
Yeah.
I would. I'll say this: only Vito can do lists from this point on. Earl, I can't do fucking black movies. Constantly. It's not. It's not a fight. You know, it's just a fact.
Chris, maybe if you would just become a dad, you would understand
I'm
dad
not
movies.
going
I bet he is one. He just doesn't know it.
better. Ryan in Chicago.
Hey, gobble gobble, guys.
What's
Hey,
God.
can you thinking of that Corey for that Bobby Benson lookalike?
What's that?
The other Corey?
No, it's
Not
not
the
the other
Feldman, no.
Corey. He was
Oh,
in
okay.
like Sequest and
Oh yeah, I remember that kid. He was also in
Sidekicks, which I just brought up.
Sidekicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of his name. What's your dad movie,
but
Ryan?
my movie, Good, Bad, and Ugly, or anything Clint.
Chris,
Good.
don't just sit there.
Not on the list.
It doesn't make sense, right? When you don't have a Clint Eastwood movie on the list.
Doesn't. No John Wayne. No Clint.
You know why I don't like Clint Eastwood is him when he's in modern times. I like him in the Old West.
Yeah, you're not like a Gran Torino type.
Never even tried to watch it.
No.
Never tried to watch The Mule. It all makes me nervous.
Did you
to
like
see
the
him all.
song though? The Gran Torino song.
What was that?
I think he sings the closing credits song.
Time for me to drive this Gran Torino.
That's pretty much it.
A Gran Torino of love.
I mean, you pretty much nailed it.
Like Robbie Benson. Like, that's more than I could take. I have too much love for him to see him like this. Now, that new movie he has out that he directed
Richard Jewell.
looks good. And that guy looks just like Richard Jewell to me.
Yeah, it
Do
does.
you
look
remember
really
that happening?
I
Or were
do.
you too young? Yeah.
No, I do remember. But yeah, The trailer looks really good.
Yeah.
Rob in Long Island.
Yeah, how you guys doing? How about Braveheart, Chris? Is that on there?
Not on there.
I mean, that's
What the
Jesus.
I mean, you've honestly.
I didn't want to anger everyone this much.
You really upset everybody.
That dude's really pissed.
He is. And he has every right to be. It's clearly a dad movie. Sean in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I don't know what constitutes a dad movie. One of my old man's favorite movies was Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Not
Good movie.
on the list.
Hey, Jay in New Hampshire.
Hey, I believe the actor that you're talking about is Jonathan Brandis.
That's it. It's Jonathan Brandis. He looks just like young Jonathan Brandis.
Jay, pretty good prize closet
Yeah,
for you, my
Jay.
friend.
I don't think
We're
we have
gonna give
any.
you a dad movie.
Because we don't have anything Jonathan Brandis related.
Too bad.
Yeah, he died very young. Look, don't they kind of look like the same? It's just, I guess it's just a teen actor.
Yeah, it's
face.
a teen actor thing. It's pretty face.
Hey, Dave in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I was going to go with Outlaw Josie Wells, but the guy smashed Clint, so I'm going to go with The Great Santini.
It's pretty good.
Not on the list.
This dad will watch that movie anytime.
Yeah.
I got good.
Spider in the Bronx.
Hey, tell Chris to turn that list right side up.
Yeah, Chris, you fuck.
Well, my dad was a big golfer. He taught me the love of the game. I got to go with Tin Cup. Watch it every time together.
Not on the list. There's only 3 sports movies. We've named them all so far. Rudy, Brian Song, and Miracle.
Yeah.
Why did this happen? Why is this a list?
Doesn't make any sense. Tim in Minnesota.
Yeah, I was just going to suggest Roadhouse.
Not on
Roadhouse.
the list.
Look under Jeff Healy band.
I think maybe Roadhouse is a little too violent for a dad movie.
Really?
Yeah, there's some violence in it. I
There's
feel.
also titties in it. Remember that one scene
Oh, yeah.
where the
Okay.
guy's girlfriend dances around titties out for no apparent reason?
I love that scene.
Why?
The bare breasts.
Oh.
Kevin in Las Vegas.
The Natural, for sure. The Natural.
Oh, what a guy, the natural.
Nope. Not on the list.
Oh, what a guy is he. He runs around. He hits the ball. He knocked that cover off the ball. He made a good catch, the natural. He made a real good throw, too. He hit the lights. They got busted up. 'Cause that's what the natural do.
Song kind of spoils the whole movie.
He got shot by Barbara Hershey. Shot in his shoulder, too. But he came back decades later. Let's see what the natural do.
Hey, Dave.
He's on a good team, the natural.
Dave.
He's got some good coaches, too. I tell you, the natural should not work, and I love it. I love it.
I
I call
enjoy the
myself the
movie.
natural comedy.
Mhm.
You know, I came
You
back
are.
after what fucking happened. I took a fucking silver bullet.
Hit the lights out.
Well, this weekend ends the tour. This is the end of the first leg of the Creeps
Can't
tour.
believe that.
Yeah,
Hey, Dave.
racist tour.
Dave in New Jersey.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
You got The Godfather, To Kill a Mockingbird, and Ordinary People.
Any of those on there?
None. Not
We're doing
one.
3 at a time and we're missing. How
Not
could The
one.
Godfather not be? He's a Godfather. He is the big Bambino. He has 3 sons. They all are nice. One's named Al Pacino.
Jenny in Wisconsin.
Yeah, hey guys.
Hey.
So my guess, I guess, I have a couple of them. The first one is I think it's being ignored that as men get older, they get a lot more sensitive when they're dads. So I catch my dad watching Sandra Bullock movies all the time.
Okay.
Like while you were sleeping or Miss Congeniality.
Interesting.
But my real guess is
all right, let me just say this. You know why? Because as a man
Why
gets
is that?
older, they're like, what if I was that good, quiet man that she likes? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They identify with that guy. Like, he's not a fucking creep or a weasel like me. You know what I mean? He's a good,
it's the
quiet
dad version
guy.
of Porky's.
Yeah.
But my real guess is Stand By Me.
Not on the list.
Man, I mean, it makes sense. Nostalgia based. I feel like a dad likes a nostalgia movie.
It's actually a very good movie.
Yeah.
You know? And then it makes you think about your friends
Exactly.
that
yeah.
are dead.
Mhm.
You're like, oh, well, I played with 3 dead boys.
Yeah. You got your own Chris Chambers to think about.
I do. I got more than one Chris Chambers.
Andrew in San Antonio, what's your dad movie?
Hey guys, best show on the radio. I'm kind of an underdog. I'm going to say Frequency. It's an older Jim Caviezel.
This is a good thing
early-
because you're using the CB radio type
Yep.
thing again. But what is it? A short wave? What do they call it?
Ham radio?
Ham radio. Good one, Chris. And you're talking to your dad.
Yeah.
Not on the list.
Chris, you should love this movie. You live in fucking Queens.
No, yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
If
You don't like
your
it?
dad, if you had the chance to talk to your dad, right?
Yeah.
What would you say to him?
I probably apologize for being a dick to him towards the end because I felt pretty bad. I look back now. I was a very angry young man. I should give him more of a break. I'd apologize to him.
What would you have done differently?
I was just very harsh to him when he was like getting kicked out of the house when him and my mom were breaking up or whatever. So I was just like totally on her side. Didn't see any of his side because he was just a fucked up guy. So I felt bad thinking back how I was very cold to him. So I'd say, John, I love you, and I'm sorry for how I treated you.
That's nice, Chris.
Mhm.
You made this a special Thanksgiving.
I wish you would have called him Dad instead of John, but.
And that goes to show he's still playing his little cold thing. Do you know how proud he would be of you with that fucking turkey mask on, playing the N-word game?
Does seem like something he'd enjoy.
So you didn't hit him or anything, though, huh?
No, he was very terrifying. He was a guy.
Even when you were that old.
Yeah, he would fuck someone up, like because he didn't care. He was the type of guy who was like he would just get into a fight.
No.
No, I would not fuck with my dad.
Our Big John. Fucking Jim Morrison lookalike.
Younger years, at least.
Well, we don't know because Jim died.
Right. They could have been on par with each other. Hey, Vic in Orange County.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
To you
Hope
too.
had a
Thank
great
you.
Holiday. I'm a little late to the party. I apologize, but Bronx Tale.
Ooh.
Yeah, Bronx Town is obviously on
Yeah,
there, right?
that's a great answer.
Not
Vic.
on the list.
Jesus.
There's no gangster movies on this list.
Johnny. Johnny in the Bronx.
Wait, Bronx Johnny?
Wait. For real?
No. No.
Hey,
John from the
Bronx
Bronx.
Johnny!
Oh, I just saw you last night.
Hey,
Why'd you wear that
headdress.
headdress?
Wrong,
You
the
work
wrong
in a
Johnny,
school.
Sorry.
That's
What's
crazy
up,
that you
Bennington?
did that.
No, did the Skanks present you guys with those things?
Yes, they did.
But they don't wear them. They just made you guys wear
Well,
them.
they wore pilgrim hats, and then
Oh.
I didn't see that in the pic.
Yeah, I mean, pilgrim hats are always cool.
yeah, I mean the buckle and all.
Why wouldn't they put the headdresses on? You know why, right?
Mm-hmm.
They set you guys up to take the fall.
I know. Johnny, what's your dad movie?
I want to say Butch and Sundance, Paul Newman and Robert Redford.
That's a damn good pick, Johnny. It would be on my list.
Nowhere on this list.
The Sting?
Nope. No Paul Newman. Paul
Paul
Newman.
Newman.
No Paul Newman.
What are you fucking doing?
That's a cow's favorite actor.
No.
That's a dad joke.
A little dad joke.
What's a cow's favorite fucking movie? Paul Newman. Now, look, here's the deal,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
This whole fucking thing is just a charade.
It's a weak list.
But why would you bring us a weak list?
Well, I like the idea of the dad movie. Just the fucking list sucks. Should I just read you off the list?
No.
Okay.
No, because look, I got wall-to-wall fucking phones.
They want the answer.
The topic is great.
Yeah.
If we just had the topic and not the list and
Yeah.
said let's make up our own,
Yeah.
we'd put in 50 by now.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, you come in here, part of your alt-right bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's his politics.
Here's a guy who made Thanksgiving so special for us this year. Don Wiki Wicklin.
Yeah, Wiki!
Don.
What did Earl break now?
Oh, no. Earl's fine today. It's all Chris Stanley.
Yeah, it's a Chris.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to ask you a question. I thought about you last night.
Sure.
I hope that you have returned to your Ravens team.
You know, I was thinking about that about 8 games ago, that I picked a good year to come back and love my Ravens.
Oh, Mickey's back.
I'm watching this team, and I'm like, this is one of the... I mean, this is probably the greatest Ravens team I've ever seen, and they've already won 2 Super Bowls, you know, in the past 20 years. But this team, they look like no one could beat them now.
They're unbelievable.
The speed is phenomenal. And I know that you sold all your gear like 2 years ago. You got mad at them. You were mad at the league. But you came back for this. Good to hear.
I did. I actually went out and bought a Lamar Jackson jersey. Got a sweet jersey a couple weeks ago, and it's not jumping on the bandwagon late. It's a matter of watching the team for the past 2 years. Never watched one game, but watching them, like, I just lost faith in them and the crap that we were dealing with 2 years ago in London.
Yeah.
I just, I lost interest in them. But then I thought, you know what, I'm going to give them another shot. I'm going to see what they got. And you know what, from day one this year, I was behind them. And I'll be damned if they didn't come through. They look like
God, they're unbelievable.
dynamite last night.
Now, I remember watching Michael Vick coming up, and like I've never seen it in RG3, but this Jackson, I mean, he's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's the
Now
arm.
he's going to get hurt, and his career won't last long, but we'll have at least this magic year, and maybe a couple.
Yeah.
Before they break
See,
his
this is
legs.
what I was thinking about Lamar. This is exactly what RG3 was doing with the Skins years ago.
Yeah.
I've always been a Skins fan, just working in Washington. But watching RG3, he was the one who was leading the team, and he was the one who was taking the ball and running it, just like Lamar is doing. My panic is what happened to RG3 on the Skins. He gets hurt, and then he's not as active, and something's going to happen, and then he gets traded. I fear that's going to happen at some point. Lamar's going to want to continue being the rock star and showing up the whole team and doing great things. But I think he's got a death wish.
But
And
you
I
know
think
what
if
you
the
want?
team
You want a
wants to take him
magic.
out.
You want a magic season, and it seems like you're having it because the window doesn't stay open long. I was explaining that to my fellow Eagles fan, and I tell them, we don't have tomorrow, but we had yesterday. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like you could always go back and think about your Super Bowl year and wait another 8, 10, 12, 15, 20 years, whatever. This team, and I feel like I've seen a lot, and all those players that we were talking about, I think Lamar Jackson is more exciting than all of them. It's hard to believe.
And they played the Rams last night, who were in the Super Bowl last year.
And the Rams aren't going to go back this year.
No, not at all. They're trash.
So enjoy it. He had a Jackson 5 last night, as the idiots called it. I mean, by the way, Don, could you believe how bad the broadcasting on Monday Night Football? This used to be the game.
Fucking Booger McFarland and Tessitore.
It's terrible.
And it's I think it's worse than it was last year when Winton was in the fucking booth. It's
Absolutely
just
worse.
getting fucking
Yeah.
worse. Booger McFarland should not be in front of a fucking microphone calling fucking games.
Booger will say stuff like, they need to pick up this first down. You got to have pass
In this
blocking.
league,
in this
you gotta
league.
get first
Yeah,
downs.
it's always like it. In this league, you got to have pass blocking.
If he made one more reference to The Wire or something stupid towards Baltimore, I ended up turning off the volume and
Smart.
turning up BAL. our local radio station and having to listen to the play-by-play there and watching the game. And I had a better time doing that.
I mean, to be a fan of this team when they're playing like this, I mean, you got to be thinking it's Super Bowl or nothing. And I think I think the Vikings got to be thinking Super Bowl or nothing. That can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Saints are obviously at that place.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the way, if this team plays anybody the way they played last night, I can't see anybody stopping them.
They beat the Patriots. They have the number one defense in the fucking league, at least at the time. I think now it's the San Francisco 49ers. And they it wasn't like that close against the Patriots. I mean, they won that pretty fucking handily.
And the 49ers, I mean, they're having an amazing season. I haven't quite really believed it yet.
Yeah.
But it could be Ravens 49ers again.
I think they're playing each other next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or this
but
week.
I mean in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
That would be kind of cool,
what
right?
What you're going to see Sunday at 1 o'clock is what you're going to see in February.
Now, what are you going to do if Colin Kaepernick comes out for that game, sings the national anthem, kneeling down?
I'll be at the game. Sunday. I'll run down there myself. All
right. I'm glad you're back, buddy. Happy
Thanks,
Thanksgiving.
Great talking to you.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. And that was a great night. That was a great show, and I'm glad you were there, buddy.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the invite. Great seeing everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Kiss the baby for me, Gail.
I will.
All
Love
right,
you, Wiki.
Take care, Wiki.
Bye.
See you guys.
It's his team, his year.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy for him. I'm so glad he's back.
Dude, I remember it might have been like 2 years ago. He's like, and he was a guy that always, I mean, he literally would be like the Ravens, and then he went to London to see the Ravens, and somebody knelt down, and he goes, "I'm done with this team, and I'm done with this league."
Yeah.
And he, got
Shocking.
rid of his gear. He had all these different shirts for him and his wife and everything. And I'm watching that game last night. I'm going, I hope he fucking came back. Because, I was, enjoying a romp. Because, I mean, just watch how fast somebody is 8-10 yards down the fucking field at any given time. They're just amazing. They're like a basketball team. They're like watching the Lakers of the fucking 80s. What do you think, Earl? They're going to win it all?
No one's beating this team. No one is beating this team. To me, the game that proved that to me was the Patriots game, where they just not only did they, run them out of the building on offense, the defense held up very well too.
I still got to think you got to look at, believe it or not, Seattle, because they beat the 49ers.
And Russell Wilson's playing really well too.
You got to look at, but I'm telling you, Russell Wilson is nowhere on the level of this kid.
No.
He's 22 years old. He's literally the natural right now. Look at that. That was just a sidearm fucking
It's
pass.
fucking crazy the way he's throwing the ball.
Because they acted like at the beginning of the season, oh, this kid can run, but he can't throw.
Yeah, they kept calling him a running back.
Yeah.
Because last season, he came in the middle of the season when Flacco went down. Or I think they about bench Flacco.
Flacco. So who else? I mean, you can't count out the Patriots.
No,
never.
By the end of the season. I think the Vikings.
Yeah.
I mean, that window's been open for, a couple of years.
But I don't think they could do it with Kirk Cousins. He's been playing better.
Yeah, he's been playing better, but, he hasn't proven to be a big game playoff fucking player yet. But I think they got a shot. Is there anybody else? Anybody I'm missing?
Cowboys?
Come on. You watch
get
fucking
the fuck
sports,
outta
don't
here.
you?
Cowboys
I
are
mean,
gonna do
they're
shit.
fucking, they're shitting the bed. They're, 6-5, and something like that.
And their coach doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. That guy's not going to win them fucking playoffs.
By the way, they're 6-5 and running away with the East. That's how bad the East is this year.
No, that's everyone. That's
Their coach, they're talking about him already talking with the Giants.
Jesus Christ.
Then you'd have everything you want. What about the Jets? Jets are on that run. We laughed in that kid's fat fucking face.
3 in a row.
Just see that the Post picked up that he was drunk after the game and fucking around with a girl.
Yeah.
We're like, what? Now, I will say this. If you were a New York ball player, you got to handle your liquor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could be out partying every night, but you can't be puking. You can't be staggering.
They used the word wasted. So
Right.
that means he must have been really fucked up.
He's so young that I don't think he's lived away from home before now.
Probably. I mean, that probably is how he got mono.
God, you and Vito won't drop the mono.
It's funny.
Vito, you and Earl, you guys believing in the Jets yet?
It's a nice turnaround. I think reality's going to kick in. But, I mean, if they finish 6-10, that's a nice bounce back from how horrible they were last year.
They have the best run defense in the league.
I'm on Sam Darnold's side. I think they're going to make the fucking playoffs and shock the world this year.
All right, that's what I like to hear. You're not a fucking fly-by-night fan like Chris Stanley.
I guess the Bills are also not playing too badly.
Are you
I think-
really, truly a fan of anyone?
I used to be a fan of gambling until it just went so poorly.
No, I mean a team. Like, you just seem fickle.
I'm a Yankees
you
fan.
only care about
I'm a
them
Giant.
dollars.
Which I
Them
keep
coins.
losing.
What is it with you, Chris?
I'm a
What's
Yankees
it
fan.
with old fucking... You aren't. You didn't watch any fucking Yankees all
I
season.
didn't watch one game this season.
You couldn't even tell us who's on the fucking team right now.
Jeter, Mark
Oh,
Teixeira.
my God.
Mike Stanley's the catcher,
It's
right?
fine to go, no, I'm not a fan. That's fine. You really don't like music. You say Fish, but then there's Fish shows here. You're not trying to get tickets. Fenoy is trying to get tickets. He's trying to call around and get people here to get him the tickets. Why? He loves the band.
Mm-hmm.
Loves them.
Loves the band. You should go, Chrissy.
You use it as an excuse.
I would love to go.
Dude, that's not the same fucking thing as trying to get tickets. I could say this. I'd love to be an astronaut. But I'm making no steps towards
at
doing it.
Just work at it.
I want it to come to me. That's what I'm after.
You want to be somebody who someone picks you out of a crowd and says, "You look like you'd be a great astronaut."
Who, me?
Will you do it?
Yeah. You mean an Armageddon type way? Yeah, I'll go up there. And then I'll save my son-in-law and make them put up my dead face picture at their fucking wedding. Like, that isn't fucking ruining stuff. You know what else I hate about Armageddon? It was on the other day, too. That when they're deciding to leave, they start singing leaving on a jet plane, right?
Yeah.
You're not leaving on a fucking jet plane. You're leaving on a spacecraft. And you got plenty of fucking space songs to sing. You could have been singing Rocket Man.
Yeah.
You know, Space Oddity. You got, what is it, Earl?
I was going to say Mr. Spaceman by the Birds.
Okay, Mr. Spaceman by the Birds.
That was the one.
But why are they singing leaving on a jet plane? You don't get on one jet plane.
And they're acting like it's like leaving, like they're not going on a trip. You know, like it's a
Yeah.
mission.
But then we're supposed to laugh that they're all leaving on a jet plane. That was the movie where we were like, oh shit, Ben Affleck can't act. He cannot act.
They should have did "We Are All Made of Stars" by Moby.
I would have loved that.
That'd been cool.
Growing in numbers. You know, I will honestly say this. One thing that's just outside of anything that you would think about me, and there's no reason for this to happen. I don't like fucking DJing. I don't like electronic dance music. I like rock and roll. I'm a giant Moby fan.
I love Moby.
Love fucking Moby. I wish that he would have been in Armageddon. People that come together. I don't know why I do. I had him in here, and I didn't even find him to be that pleasant.
A little cold.
Yeah, he can't make eye contact, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He kind of looks around. Moby. Earl, who's somebody like that for you that's just totally out of your wheelhouse, and then you love him?
For me,
Who's your Moby?
my Moby, off the top of my head, would be...
Time waster.
Hashtag my Moby.
He just goes, my Moby, off the top of my head. And you're not going to believe this, but it's true. It's absolutely...
And I know you have your Moby, and that's why I'm going to give you my Moby.
It would be
Because
Kenny.
You asked for my Moby.
Be Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers?
Yes.
You really like the chicken?
The Gambler, Lady, was it Islands in the Stream?
Jesus Christ, these are awful songs. I wish you would have went back to the first edition that he did, or whatever that band was. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah, I think Lady was written by Lionel Richie, which is kind of my introduction to Kenny Rogers.
Well,
what about-
Lucille was around years before.
Yeah,
It was a
Lucille. That's
gigantic
another
hit.
one. Lucille's a great song. I
You're
love.
nuts. How about The Gambler? You going to be on that too?
I like The Gambler.
At least I'm not embarrassed of my Moby. Who's your Moby, Gil?
I think that the genre that I don't normally like is bluegrass, and I'm trying to think of her name, but she was Jillian Welch. Jillian Welch is a fantastic artist. Her album Revival is one of my favorite albums of all time.
I don't even know if I'm familiar with her.
Well, actually, you would know her because she on the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" soundtrack. She's like one of the 3 ladies who sings on it.
Go to sleep, a little baby. So what's her big song that you like?
Why don't you play, Chris? Pass You By.
Here's Chris, the guy who fucked up the whole show today.
Sorry, everyone.
So gentle.
Yeah. Yeah, we like it.
That's why Jillian Welch is my Moby.
I think she's the new King Princess. Look who it is. It's a man who is sick as a dog right now, as the president would say. Our own hard rock Johnny.
Jenny. Sick.
Johnny, what happened to you? Liver disease?
No, the liver I think is fine. I just had some sort of horrible stomach flu for a day. Not fun. Not fun at all.
That's okay, buddy. You're gonna miss Thanksgiving this year.
No, I'm better. I'm on the mend.
Oh,
I
you're
will
sick.
not miss Thanksgiving.
What can we do for you, my friend? And by the way, did you know that the Hard Rock is going to be on-demand video this weekend? So-
I'm very, very excited to watch the show this year and see it, actually. Because generally I don't get to actually see the show. I'm generally running around doing things. So it'll be interesting to see the show.
Johnny, you don't like to be on stage, though, right? The only time I saw you on stage, you were doing a stink face.
Yeah, that was your big moment. Love to bring that back at some point, maybe.
Oh, that would be good. Set up the ring, get out the guitar.
Dude, I wouldn't mind doing a nice wrestling show.
I would love it.
We could probably get Sam involved.
That was good.
What can we do for you?
I was just calling to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's
And
very nice.
I do have my Moby.
Oh, you have your own Moby.
I do.
Yeah.
My Moby is Patsy Cline.
Oh, everybody loves Patsy Cline, I thought.
She's great.
You should love her.
I know, but it doesn't fit my generally what I like to listen to or.
You mean the Good Rats?
It doesn't fit into my weird taste of music.
Who's your all-time favorite band?
Pearl Jam.
You know, I was just reading this thing in Rolling Stone about Pearl Jam, and I never knew this, right? But what was the third album? Was
Vitology.
Was that? And they said that they were given this whole background, and they were saying that's when Eddie wrestled the kind of creativity from everybody else, and basically did everybody knows me, everybody sees me. And so I'm the creative force from this point on. I'll come up with the songs and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's what happened to them. Because that fucking first album is like a fucking greatest hits album.
Yeah.
And that was all Stone, I think.
Yeah, 10 and the 5 Against 1 was basically the other guys writing the music. He wrote the lyrics, and this was where he was like, Vitology was like, this is all me.
And then they weren't really classic after that. You know what I mean? Like when everyone thinks of that band, it's the first couple albums.
Yeah.
Johnny, you seem like you have no opinion on this. You don't want to say anything bad about Eddie?
No, I love Eddie. I would. I love Pearl Jam, and I don't. I just I like the songs. I like the music. I don't care who wrote it. I don't care who's.
Well, you should, so you know what songs you like. You know what I mean?
I like them all. I like them all.
Even the bad ones for the last 20 years?
No, like that album with the big avocado on the front. I don't like that.
I do Eddie Vedder impression. I hope you guys like it.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Hi, my name's Eddie. Hi, I'm Eddie. I don't know if it's good or not.
It's pretty good. It's
great.
Got the name in
That
there.
was Eddie Trunk for a minute. I wasn't sure if that was Vedder or Trunk. I was confused.
Do you know I saw that metal show get quoted? I was just telling Gail about it, that Mick Mars said on that metal show that he would, if they got back together, it would be free for all the fans. And I sent it in to Chris, I think. Chris, he put it up on his Instagram. As well as I sent you, Chris, Sugar Ray's Mark McGrath. They may be all off of the charts, but they're still in our hearts. And his first cameo was a cringer. Did you see this, Johnny?
No.
Oh, you're going to love it. We got one of these for you, Chris, the night of your birthday.
Yes, Dizzy from Starship Troopers gave me a very long, loving happy birthday message.
I think it cost us $40, but I'm not sure. She's not a $25 person.
Here's Mark McGrath.
What's up, Braden? It is Mark McGrath from the band Sugar Ray, off the charts, but always in your hearts. And this cameo was booked by Cheyenne, and she wants you to know a few things. And this is a little difficult for me to say because it's the first one of these I've done, but she wants you to know that you mean a lot to her. You mean the world to her. But she's having difficulty staying in this long-distance relationship. You know, it's tough. I've been on the road for years, and I've been with my wife a long time, and the biggest arguments, the biggest, obstacles in our relationships is the distance between us. It makes it very difficult when we're on the road, and it's hard. So Cheyenne is trying to let you know, Braden, that it's very, very tough for her to stay in this relationship. She still cares about you a lot. You never know what the future may hold, and she still wants to be friends with you because obviously she cares about you very, very much. And she wants you to know good luck on your thesis coming up. Probably not the best timing, Cheyenne, when he's doing his thesis, but I understand. You got to work on your thesis and life goes on. And, I'm sure there's big things ahead of you in the future, Braden. But Cheyenne cares about you enough to let you know that she's thinking about you. But the long distance thing is just a little difficult for her. And she wants you to stay positive. She wants you to be friends. And she knows that you're a fan of the.
No.
Man, how much money did he get for that? $350?
Yeah,
I mean, why he doesn't need money?
I know. I would say that. I would see that and go, I can't do it. I just can't bring myself to do that. Certainly not the first one.
I mean, he's hosted TV shows. He's, still on the road. How much could he possibly make doing this?
$100.
No.
I don't get it.
No, Mark.
It's for charity too, from the looks of it.
Oh, he's giving it to the U2 charity, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, that's a little nicer.
Okay. But still. Do you think that would soften the blow of a breakup to come from Mark McGrath?
No, I don't think so. I mean, from let's suppose it's your favorite rock star, and he's telling you that your girlfriend doesn't want to be with you.
What do you have to do with this?
Randy Weingart said, my Moby is Neil Diamond. Hashtag September Morn. Please be kind. I will say this, Randy. That brother love thing from that they ran this year in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood steals the whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
steals the movie. It's the best fucking scene. You're always looking for Tarantino to have that great movie thing. And like that thing was perfectly done.
Yeah, it was so good.
And even if you hate Neil Diamond, I bet you could sing a dozen of his songs.
Yep.
I mean, if Cracklin' Rosie's on, you're going to be singing along.
I mean, he's still on the charts and still in our hearts.
Yeah. Are you going to try to play this now?
Yes.
Instead of playing Sugar Ray?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's okay. No, you can't do it from but not catch the beginning of the song. It's that's the whole fucking song as soon as he says Hot August Nights. Is this on TV yet? Because I saw the commercials. Earl?
It's out digitally, but not on demand yet.
What do you mean digitally?
Like fingers?
What are you saying?
I believe you can, if you go like to iTunes, you can download it.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Oh, you have to buy it though? You can't rent it?
Oh, remember when you said that that Lighthouse was on Prime?
Yeah.
It's like a pre-order to buy it. So it's not I can't even see it yet.
Fuck
that shit.
You, Prime.
It's fucking
Fuck you. First of all, I'm not fighting other people to get streaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why do I have to pre-order?
There's only going to be so many streams.
Doesn't Bezos have enough fucking money?
I thought it was Bezos.
It is. It is Bezos. But it's hard to fucking sound anything out when you've got a turkey mask on. Johnny, happy Thanksgiving, my friend.
Love you, Johnny.
Enjoy your crabs. He's terribly sick.
Poor baby.
I'm so worried that I'm going to go away and he's going to be gone.
Oh, God.
Nervous wreck.
That'd be
about it.
terrible.
Yeah, and then the new guy at the Hard Rock's going to go like this. Look, we're going to do things my way, okay?
This guy.
Hard Rock Johnny's not here anymore, okay? So, yeah, you can do your Thanksgiving thing here from upstairs near the T-shirts.
Man, I wish he would have just passed the torch to Hard Rock Vic, but this
And
guy I hate.
None of y'all listeners are going to use the restroom. How that?
It's illegal.
You want to be here? Hold it. You got to hold it.
Where are you from?
I suggest you have salty foods and no beverages. And by the way, the vice president now is Al Douglas. I think he's just the best.
Do you notice that the new Hard Rock guy has every speech impediment?
That's true. But guess what? I'm running a hard walk in Times Square. The hard walk days is now mine. Johnny's dead and gone. Looked like he ate some bad crabs that fucked up his liver. Al, get your ass in here. Are you taking around piss buckets for these listeners? I said they had to hold it if they want to be here for the Thanksgiving still. Who's this with the turkey mask on? Scared me half to death. I thought there was a big-ass turkey in this place. El, you're my best friend, so I'm going to tell you my secret. I'm in the KKK.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah.
I
What are you
miss
doing,
Johnny.
Chris? Where are you going? When you get up, you make me nervous. I'm like,
It seems like he's
Hey,
coming
did
over
he
to punch
quit?
you.
No, I'm not. I'm here.
you know, I'm always watching out for that. Creeps with kids in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Now, I was born, raised in Pennsylvania, never once been to Harrisburg. It's the state capital. People in Pennsylvania pay zero attention to Harrisburg. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, we're going to the state capital to get all the laws changed. So only a Hard Rock will be able to sell hard liquor. You don't have hard in your name, you don't get hard liquor. You get done waxing my shoes. Wax the bottom now, too. I like to slide when I walk. Sliding fun, Earl. The Whitaker Center in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Now, creepstour.com for tickets. We've never done this before, and we're just coming off our biggest show, Chicago. Shane Gillis told me that Harrisburg is going to be even bigger. He said the people in Harrisburg are going to go ape shit for this show. Shane Gillis is the first time we brought in an outside person. We got him on right now. Shane Gillis. Shane,
Hey,
Good to talk to you, buddy.
I don't like how you just discussed Harrisburg.
I know nothing about it. I really don't, Shane.
Oh, it's the Paris to the west.
Well, it's not in the west. It's in the east.
It's west of Paris.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no doubt about that. Tell me a little bit about Harrisburg. What's the fun thing to do there?
Drinking.
Drinking. All right, you can't do that anywhere else.
No, that's really all. There's not much going on down there.
Now, did you live in the city of Harrisburg, or are you on the outskirts?
No, I didn't live in the big city. I lived, 20 minutes west.
West of the Paris of the West. Get us a picture of the skyline of Harrisburg, Chris. I want to
It's
take
nice, man.
Yeah, I've never been there. That's true.
You ever hear of 3 Mile Island?
Yeah, I have been past there before.
We got that going on?
Yeah. That was the end of the atomic age. That ruined it for everybody. Look at that beautiful skyline.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you could hide it right here in our neighborhood.
The capital is beautiful.
So you're going to do a lot of Pennsylvania political humor?
I don't know. I don't. I haven't put too much thought into it.
So
I'm
you're
excited
back.
about though.
You're back in Harrisburg right now, right?
I'm in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania right now. I'm arguing with my mother, who I'm trying to fix her computer, and it's very, very frustrating.
Yeah, of course it is. It's terrible. Now, are you
in the middle of that?
You an only child, Shane?
No, I have 2 older sisters.
Oh, the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The spoiled baby. I'll tell you this, Shane. I'm glad you're coming out. The other creeps are kind of weirded out that you don't have a kid. So do me a favor and say that you have an illegitimate kid.
Wait, did somebody bring that up?
Yeah. Well, you know
That's
who.
what's selling tickets?
Voss.
Voss is upset. Voss is. I thought he'd be my staunchest ally on this.
No, that's me. I'm your staunchest
Really?
ally.
I thought Bobby would be the least receptive.
Well, he worries about branding. He's like, what about our brand and our chemistry? And I go, for me, we have none. You know what I mean? I got no chemistry with you guys at all. Like doing the show, everything else feels like a chore.
Yeah, you guys are like the Beatles though. Right now, it's Creeps Mania out there.
It really, Chicago was. It was a bad house, and I just want Harrisburg to have the same kind of buzz, I don't know though.
Should.
We're
Hopefully.
off the trail of where I expect the audience to be.
Right.
It's Harrisburg, It's not a big comedy
Boss
town.
comes out every year.
Yeah, and he doesn't draw. Told me he did 20 on a Saturday night and made bonus. They gave him a bonus.
He did 20 on a Saturday night because I was opening for him and brought 20 friends.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they really embarrassed me. They started heckling him and telling him to put me back on.
That's not embarrassing. That's a Voss set. By the way, Voss has been taking heat on this. He had a major walkout. A lady yelled at him and said he was the most racist comedian ever.
Well, then he should be excited I'm coming.
Yes, that's what I said. I was saying, look, you've got a shield now. You know what I mean? You've got a meat shield in front of you.
I don't know what he's complaining.
Yeah.
I don't know why he'd be complaining.
Do people still bring up any of that, Shane, or you feel like it's all behind you?
No, people still bring it up. Not like during shows or anything, but it's New York, and I'm at comedy clubs every night. So, yeah, people definitely ask me about it a lot.
Does the audience care, or no? They're just fine.
No. No one in the audience has really ever cared, ever.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, no one cares at all. And it's I don't know. No one gave a shit then.
Yeah, you're right. No one was really that
no one
outraged.
in person has ever confronted me about it.
Interesting.
People have asked me questions, but no one has ever once confronted me about it.
Do you know how to put him on with this call?
I don't. Chris, can you explain to me?
You didn't know. We'll do that off at a different time. I'll just tell him what the guy has to say.
Okay.
David claims that there's a midget strip club in Harrisburg. Shane, is that true?
I feel like I would have known about that, but now it could be, and I just don't know.
You're not into tiny dancers?
No, I mean I would be. I would love to see that.
Dirty Mike's midget strip club in Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Pottsville.
Oh, maybe that's what he's going for.
I mean, how far away is Pottsville? It's a pretty good ride, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's in Harrisburg. I would have known about it.
I got news for you. I don't even think that Pottsville could support a midget strip club at all. I don't think there's that kind of.
You don't think there's a strong enough midget population?
Yeah, I don't think there's a big enough demo for that.
Yeah, I'm looking at Yelp.
I'm not sure that there is.
I'm not seeing any
Bring 'em
midget
in.
strip clubs.
Well, so you think your time, Shane, as being the most controversial comedian in the history of the world is over?
I think so for now, yeah.
Good.
I think I got another one in the tank, though.
Why not? Just say that you're up for, a movie. That should bring him back out.
Yeah, if the next whatever I get ever again, this will just keep happening.
All right, Shane, I'm going to see you Friday night, buddy. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, I look forward to it. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Peace. Shane Gillis doing the drop-in. Harrisburg's most controversial son making his return to town. Ready to fucking light this shit up.
Probably just come from the little person strip club. That's why I said little person. 'cause
Smart.
That's good.
Dirty.
Oh, that's a bad word now, midget?
Oh, yeah. I don't think they're
I
crazy.
thought dwarf was.
I don't think Dirty Mike knows it's a bad word.
John Bolton's a fucking asshole. He just wrote, the U.S. commitment to national security is under attack from within.
God.
Just fucking, if you have something to say it. If not,
Yeah.
go get a new job.
Thanks, Feeds.
We haven't broken yet today. We should take a break.
Why?
Need to take breaks.
Well, let's read this live read.
Dish Network calls their TV installers service technicians. That's their official title, at least. But on the job, customers call them shut up, no way. Why? Because the service technician has just shown them something they've never seen before, the new Dish voice remote with a Google Assistant button.
See, with Dish, you tell your remote what you want to watch and it comes on. But say the TV room is too bright or too hot, all those smart homes things that you have, yep, you can still also control those with your voice remote.
Dish lives to surprise people with new technology, so they love all the no ways they've been getting. The yes way, yes all the way. Now control your TV and home with Dish. Introducing the new Dish voice remote with Google Assistant.
Dish, tuned into you, voice functionality requires internet-connected hopper, Google account, and compatible device. Google is a trademark of Google LLC. To learn more, dial 1-844-CALL-DISH, visit dish.com, or find a local retailer near you.
Faction Talk 103, it's the Bennington Show. Bennington is back, and this is Faction Talk 103. It's the Bennington Show.
Get back in your fucking cells, inmates, because it's time for Warden Vito's Football Lockdown.
I'm Warden Vito, and welcome to this week's Football Lockdown. Your first lock in the lockety down. Packers at Giants. The Giants are shitty. And the Packers, yeah, they're not doing that well either, but they're not as bad as the Giants. So you're going to take those Packers at -6.5 because I think they're going to win by 7 points. Lockdown! Your second pick, and we're excited to add a new sponsor. This one's brought to you by Scared Straight.
Get this man back his cover, make my bed up so I can take a nap.
LA Chargers at Denver Broncos. The Chargers are going to feel all fucking charged up, and they're going to go in there and they're going to murder some horses. They're going to murder some Bronco ass. You're going to take those Chargers at -2.5. The Chargers are going to beat the shit out of the Broncos. You can fucking take more than 2.5, but take that 2.5. Make this shit easy. Lockdown! And your third pick. It's the Battle of Florida. It's the most important game in Florida that isn't the Super Bowl. It's Bucks at Jags. You're going to take those Bucks at +1. Make that money. Take that lock. Kept you fed up in the commissary. Bucks +1.
Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Lockdown! And now, as always, your Lockdown Roundup brought to you by Cup of Noodles.
Nobody noodles like Cup of Noodles. From Nissan.
You're going to take the Packers at -6.5, the Chargers at -2.5, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at +1. This has been your Lockdown. You can now leave your cell.
Lockdown. That's the #1 tip service on the Bennington show right now. Vito Calise. Looks like the season is over, too. I mean, if this was a fight, we'd have to stop it.
Look, we got 5 weeks left, Ron.
I know we have 5 weeks left, but you don't have enough games in those 5
He's
weeks.
up by 2. He's up by 2 games.
I don't think that's true.
We've tied every week except for 2.
No, because I beat you 3 times. I swept 1 week. You never swept. And then I beat you a few weeks.
Listen, you won by 1 game that week when you had 3-0. You're up by 2 games.
Up by 3, bro.
That's my thing.
Cool. The Scared Straight endorsement.
That was unbelievable, and the Cup of Noodles money is just...
It's not real.
Cup of Noodles is very happy.
Lockdown. Chris, it's a better show all the way around. It's got spots.
Fucking worse.
It's got songs.
Much worse song.
What do you have? Nothing.
I got fucking
When
Bob
are you doing
Seger.
your picks? Sunday?
I'll be doing I would like to do my picks later today.
Oh, boy.
Or I could do them Sunday via
It's
video
a
on Instagram.
lockdown. You didn't even give us the end of the dad movies.
Yeah, just tell us.
The last 3 was, all right, so Shawshank Redemption.
Let's start it from the beginning.
All right, Shawshank Redemption. Rudy. Brian's Song. Dunkirk. Master and Commander of the Far Side of the World.
Come on, man.
Miracle. Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance.
Birdman?
and Ad Astra from a few months ago. You know what segment you need for this?
What's that?
But why though? But why though? You know what show is that from, Vito?
No.
All right. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It's an ESPN2 show that you turned me on to. But why though?
Is it Garbage Time?
No, I'll just give you this. You turned me on to it because the person was hanging out at the stand. But why though?
Katie Nolan show?
Yes, right. Very good. This is why I go to lockdown for all my sports news.
Yeah, I know I would.
Yeah.
At least I give fucking reasons other than they're shitty.
You didn't even know that Miami was hosting the Super Bowl.
Yes, I did, Ron.
You never brought it up.
It's a given. Everyone knows that.
You don't need to give more things than one team sucks and one team's good when you get one out of three
That is
right.
what you do, Chris. You say this team's shitty.
You never even told us all the Super Bowl ads are sold out at $5 million a piece. I had to get that from Lockdown.
This is bullshit. I brought that up.
Lockdown.
$5.5 million, Ron.
You have to yell.
You didn't bring it up. I got it off Lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He never
Lockdown
brought that
told
up.
us.
He just lies about cup of
Get
noodles.
back to your fucking cells,
What-
inmates.
When's the last time Scared Straight was even on?
Dude,
they're bringing it back with Kanye. Hey, did you see that Kim Kardashian, or Coach K as I call her, she's saying she ain't putting that ass out anymore. She goes,
She
"Hey."
listened
Yeah,
to
she's
Kanye's
listened.
demands?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Now that Kanye's found Jesus again, yeah.
by the
he's
way-
saying that Kim can't shake it.
He said to her that she couldn't wear her thong. Because I don't know whether you noticed, he was the guy in the thong song.
He
That
was? He's
yeah.
Cisco?
Yeah. Cisco Kid.
I had no
Cisco
idea.
Kid Kanye.
And think about this now, guys. Cisco's dad rock.
He really is.
Yeah.
I mean, when I start
Dong, dong, dong.
when I start singing the thong song, the kids just look at me like, "What the fuck?"
Did you think this was Cisco?
You throw up Cisco Kid.
You're going the wrong way, Chris. This is not your best show. You started
Bad
with dad
list.
movies that
Bad
you called
list.
songs.
You kept saying, I mean, at least
Twice.
pull
Yeah.
it.
Two
Like, I
times.
think it happened like 4 or 5 times. You'd be like, now the next song.
You know what he has, right? He's got bus anxiety. He's
I
nervous about that bus.
I got at least an 8-hour bus ride on the Mega Bus, which they really should change the fucking name from Mega Bus. There's nothing mega about it.
Stop doing a fucking comedy act and just be a person.
Fuck the Mega Bus, Ron. And I don't want to fucking be on this bus for 8 hours. I feel like I should have paid for the airline ticket now.
Yes.
You should have.
You should have bought first class. Go, please. Not only do I want to pay extra, put me in first class and really rate me.
Do you know how fast you would be there?
Hour and a half, under an hour and a half.
How does global entry work for Megabus?
That's not a fucking thing.
Dude, I'm drinking coffee. That almost was a spit take. He fucked you over twice.
He's bringing
Oh,
up. Yeah.
you're fucking like this. So I am coming back. There's no fucking things. There's no fucking line really at Chicago. Now there's a long, lanky Polish gentleman, older Polish gentleman who's running the TSA. He goes, "You empty your pockets?" I hit my pockets. I go, "Yeah, they're empty." He goes, "Pull your pants up." I go, "My pants are already up."
What?
And he's like, "Keep them up." I go, "Okay, fine." He goes, "Step out." He goes, "What's in your pocket?" If I can reach in, there's a little cigar wrapper, like the tiniest bit of cigar wrapper. He goes like this. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you to empty your pockets? I'm thinking immediately. I'm like, there's 2 feet in the world that you can talk to me like this, and we're in those 2 fucking feet. I'm like, it's a cigar wrapper. We're all safe. I fucking turn around. I don't even wait for anything else. I go and get my shit. But I'm steaming.
I know.
Because there's no fucking reason to talk to a person that way.
No.
They talk to people like they're fucking animals.
It's a piece of wrapper. And why is everybody going through the stick your hands up thing? They don't even use the fucking regular walkthrough anymore.
No.
No.
I should have been on the mega bus from Chicago. It would have taken me 6 days.
It would have cost you $14, Ron. The savings, Ron.
And I could be listening to the thong song on my Discman.
The dong, da dong, dong, dong.
That song is the dumbest thing that ever became a hit. The
Yeah.
dumbest.
It's pretty silly.
Now, we were talking about this the other day, and Motley Crue is going back on the road with Def Leppard, with Poison. I had no idea there was this kind of money to be played with. They're throwing at least the tour $150 million. They're playing stadiums. Now, I saw a news article that Mick Mars had said a couple years ago on that metal show that if they toured, they would give the tickets out for free. And then he had to put out an Instagram that, you know, obviously I was joking. No, you weren't joking. You just honestly believed you weren't going to tour again.
Yeah.
You believed everybody else. Then you got the call and said, from that metal show, and God damn it, it's a show that America loves and deserves to get back in. Creeps with Kids, you'll see him in Harrisburg and Rahway this weekend. It's Jim Florentine. Jim.
How are you?
Still quoting that metal show after all this time.
It's amazing.
Now, do you remember Mick saying that?
Me and Jameson called it years ago. I mean, he said it on the air, but we were saying the same thing. You guys are coming back. There's going to be a lot of money on the table. Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee both married like 28-year-olds. Tommy Lee married an Instagram girl. He's going to want to get out of the house. Nikki just had a new baby. We knew it was coming.
So, do you feel like that's a stab in the back to the fans, or is this good news for the fans?
You could take it either way because, you know, people paid a lot of money for VIP tickets the last tour.
Right.
And, you know, to sit in the fifth row and to meet them one last time, they sold it. This is the last time, without a doubt. You know, and then, you know, signed a supposed contract and all that stuff, you know.
Right.
And, you know, people paid up to like a few grand or $5,000 or whatever to meet him, thinking this is going to be the last time. And then, you know, they see there's money on the table, and now they're coming back around again.
Here's what I got to say. I say they can tour again, but it has to be all new music. You can't play any of your hits.
Well, you want them to play stadiums or clubs? Because they'll be playing clubs if they do all new songs.
That's so funny. Now, but Earl had already brought this up. Every band does the same thing. They lie when they say it's the last tour. You know what I mean? Sinatra goes back to Sinatra.
Right.
You want to go back out on the road. What else are you going to do to make that kind of money and have that kind of fun?
But I just thought it's just with everybody paying those kind of prices,
Right.
it's just like you've made a promise for a reason. It's more about the money than it is anything else.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have,
Right.
Six was super jealous. Guns N' Roses doing a stadium tour for a year, then come back around and again and doing arenas. And he saw how many people were coming out to those shows, and he's like, I want a part of that.
Right, of course. They always kind of felt like they should have been ahead of Guns N' Roses because they came out before them. They were on the Strip before them. They were doing the whole thing. And then, once that first Guns N' Roses came out, they just blew by them like a shot. First time I saw Guns N' Roses, they were opening for Motley Crue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just never they never made it to the Guns N' Roses level,
Right.
But I don't know. I just it's a weird thing, and then they're doing stadiums, and the thing with that is Def Leppard comes around every year, so they're people see them every summer, whoever they tour them with. Poison will come every few years, but Motley was only gone for 4 years,
Right.
so it's not that long to miss them.
Yeah, they had a longer break before when they broke up.
Yes, they were gone for like 8 years. They did some gigs here and there, but till they got back to selling an arena out, it was a good 8 years.
Now the weird thing is tours are bigger than they've ever been before. These bands can't sell any records, but the tour makes gigantic money. That Stones tour, I think they made something like $750 million.
Jesus.
They got $3,000 off of me for 2 shows that I went to.
$3,000.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, how crazy was Chicago? How much fun was that?
It was unbelievable. It was. Just you got a standing O before when they introduced you, and then when you were done, which was insane.
I feel like that should happen all the time anyway, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? That's the way I would just like to live my life. When I come into a room, everyone jumps up, and when I leave, they jump up. I mean, we don't have Prince Andrew anymore. I feel like I can fill a void.
The best part of the whole weekend last weekend, I think it was Friday night. We were in Jersey at the Bergen Pack Center, and we're doing that whole panel on stage at the end of the show. And Bobby Kelly farted, and then Rich Voss got off his stool because it smelled and was almost puking. And I just looked at your face, and I even said that on stage. I go, Ron, you're one of the most respected interviewers in the world. One of the best, and look what you have to deal with now.
It's true. Now, here's the thing. Bobby acted like he was adjusting his chair so his mic was down. I think I still haven't talked to him about it. I think he purposely farted into the microphone.
Yeah.
I mean, how could that happen?
Yeah, because you would know it was coming.
Yes.
Is the idea. You know that it's happening.
Yeah.
Why would
And it was
that
super
be
loud,
the
like
moment?
the whole venue heard it too. So he must have did that.
Yeah. Now the thing is, yes, you would know it was coming unless you were at a certain weight. You know what I mean? Then maybe it just happens on its own. You know what's funny? I took a picture of this, and I'll put it up later. But when I was leaving Chicago, and this reminded me of your son Luke, there was a Connect 4 that was like as tall as a kid. And he had just gotten
really?
into playing Connect 4, won himself $25 in the fucking tournament. He had a ball the weekend that he was out with us. And then we all missed him the following weekend.
Yeah, he had a black. Yeah, he beat Voss a bunch of times. Then he beat Bobby to win $25 off him. Connect 4.
And then
Voss
Voss
didn't
was
even know how to play it.
no, but then Voss was like screaming at Bobby, like, "How do you let a kid beat you?" And Bobby's like, "Really? Did you think I was going to take $25 off him? Is that what was going on in your head?" Now, are you guys going to be together for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Good for you. That's nice.
Yeah, it'll be good.
These guys are the closest buddies you'll ever see
I
in
know.
your
I
life.
love
They're
the two
the
of them
best.
together. It's
Yeah,
so sweet.
All you guys are too young for courtship of Eddie's father, but that's what it reminds me of. All right, Jim, I'll see you in Harrisburg, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see you Friday night. It's gonna be great, man.
All right, see you Friday night, and then Saturday night we're at Rahway in New Jersey. All right, take care, my friend. It's the Creeps with Kids tour. Go to creepstour.com. Shane is going to be with us, Shane Gillis, and it should be fun.
Yeah, and I can't believe you're coming to the end of this this first run. Your first leg is done.
So people stay just a little bit longer. Yeah, I mean, I was so looking forward to this tour. I know it was going to be fun. I didn't think it was going to be this much fun, though.
Yeah, you guys have been having a blast.
CAA literally said this to Bobby because they're the ones who booked all these things and all. And they go, you guys are doing the tour the right way. Like, you're literally having fun. And they're like, we can't tell you how rare that is.
Sure.
Because they book all these tours for music act, comedy act.
Yeah.
And everyone just has a bitch about something.
I'm sure.
you know?
And like get burnt out really fast. And I feel like you guys are having a blast.
I tell you that, the mic check takes me 2 seconds. I don't know why the mic check's a big thing. I don't mic check in a club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't you guys know how to turn the mic on? I take it you have a follow spot? Let's go. But some of them really make a big deal out of it. There's the Connect 4, and he just learned to play that game. By the way, that game is a lot better than any fucking video game.
I have not played it since I was very small child. Like, not even, you know what I mean? I don't think I've even played it since middle school. Like, I was very little the last time I played that game.
Maybe I'll stop and buy one on the way to Thanksgiving, if I remember.
I would love it. Like, hey, kids, this is a real game.
This is a real game, not some fucking bullshit app that you fuckers play.
It's a Fortnite.
All right? Now, loser gets a bloody nose. That's the way we play. Prison rules.
What's the one where they build things? All those
Mousetrap?
No, like a video game.
Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking gigantic still.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. There's zombies that try to kill you while you're trying to fucking build shit. I don't know how it happens.
And is it in like a world that everyone can reach, kind of like Fortnite? Like, is Minecraft a world that
I don't know if
everyone
it's
can access?
I don't know if it's multiplayer. I know it's just the single player is like the videos on YouTube is like just one guy building something from real life, like building an entire fucking to scale town, then putting it on YouTube for people to look at.
Hey, you guys know the Boston Dynamics robots?
Yeah.
Well, I think in Massachusetts, the state cops have purchased one of those robot dogs.
To attack people?
Now I don't think it's for that. I think it's like for something like...
It's like a bomb squad.
Yeah, bomb squad. So, but this is a slippery slope. It's begun. You know what I mean? Like now that these they're going to start seeing this. Other places are going to pick it up. And then they're going to go, you know, we could use this in a raid.
Yeah, this is going to be to bite fucking crack dealers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These.
Hello, future, and fuck you, I'm out. I want no part of the future.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking murder suicide me and Earl. Murder him
What?
first, and then eventually, within 20, 25 years, commit suicide. But I don't want you to see the future, Earl.
No, you're not going to feel comfortable here. Look at these robot dogs. Where the head is like an arm that opens the doorknob. They're so creepy. It's the beginning of the end.
I don't like that they work together. That these are two fucking giant.
Frightening.
It's fucking really fucked up.
We know it, and we're
Yeah.
still doing it.
And the Boston Dynamics people are happy about it.
Of course they are. That's how they
brag.
make their money.
They fucking brag about creating fucking death dogs.
Yeah. Yes, they do. But you know that they're nowhere near the Japanese, right?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Japanese are very quietly making life like fuck robots that can kill you.
Yeah.
Rob a
They're
bank
doing-
and fuck you. They honestly act like mammals, us, and animals will not be having sex together because it'll be done better with these robots. No, I ain't fucking that dog right there, that
No.
robot dog. I'd rather fuck a real dog.
I mean, it's got to get a lot cuter than that. I mean, that thing's downright spindly. But it looks exactly like those Black Mirror robots.
Yeah.
That remember the
Yeah, from,
horrible
like,
robot dogs?
2 seasons ago, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
they're doing-
actually a
They
documentary.
think it's funny. They think it's
I don't
funny.
know why you keep saying that. It makes them happy and they think it's funny. Yes, they think that this is the future.
Stop acting like it's funny, Chris. Just fucking get off that thing.
So
no,
weird.
no companies other than the whoopee cushions think that their products are funny. You know what?
Yeah.
You're fucking bus anxious, and it's gotten into your brain.
Look,
You're
there's-
already on the bus.
There's no Wi-Fi on these fucking buses, and they say there is. And I don't even think there's gonna be fucking outlets that work.
You know what? I don't feel bad for you. This was your decision. You chose.
Why don't you guys
to do
rent a
this.
car?
He doesn't
smoke.
drive.
I gotta get that license in 2020.
You'll never do it, dude. You will never do it.
I think 2020 is gonna be my year to learn how to drive.
If we had a 2020 like race to learning to drive, who do you think would do it?
Learning to drive.
Would it be
But
Earl
I ain't
or
got
Chris?
wheels. I'm picking Vito. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some kind of Goomba delivery boy.
I have a driver's license. I haven't driven in years.
How many years? Have you kept it up, Earl? You
yeah,
gotta fucking
I
keep
just
it
got
up.
it renewed this year. I think easily 15 years.
Hey, how crazy does your license look now?
I don't like it at all.
I don't even understand what a
They're
license
weird.
is anymore.
It's like basically
the washed out
robot
white
dog.
one or whatever.
Yeah. Where
Yeah,
there's
but
a
then
hologram of you inside.
There's a double hologram going back and forth. I'm like, what's the big deal? Someone's gonna fucking get to drink for free? What's the big deal?
I still have my old one.
You don't have anything.
That's like. Yeah, that's not.
Well, your
legit.
non-driver ID?
Yeah, no, it's a learner's permit. Okay, I found this because it's not valid anymore.
What's it have written on the thing?
Let me
Forrest
see
Gump?
this version of yourself.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Way I rip it up like any fucking liquor store should have done already. Holy shit, I don't even recognize you then.
Weird.
Would you even know that kid?
No.
You know who you look like?
Who's that?
Your friend Chris.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That looks like your fucking friend Chris.
That
the
was.
one who wears offensive stuff.
And how old are you here?
I'm.
I'm trying to see what year this is.
Think I was early
04.
20s.
04.
Okay, so I was 21.
Well, 30411 is when it.
Oh, so that would have been.
Well, that doesn't even make sense. I didn't know you when you look like this. You're a long-haired fucking sweetheart when I knew you.
Yeah, that hair was really short.
So you got this in 11.
I mean, he
No
seems
way.
like.
I knew you in 11,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. 2000.
You never look like this.
Oh, I think I might have got renewed. Then they used the old ID, which would have been at maybe at 19 or 20.
Okay.
But that kid looks like bad news.
Yeah, that kid is a fucking.
I'm going to
Fight
read
Club
your
idiot.
address here on the air.
Please don't.
I know it's
I need
the
to.
same.
I gotta let Radu know that people
Change the locks.
change the locks, Radu.
You know he's doing a fucking podcast, the Rad Dude podcast. He's trying to get people who think they're going to Rad Dude. Oh, Earl, you like this? It's the latest racist lady caught on tape. This is in a hotel, I believe 4 blocks from here. It's like on 44th Street. So the Post had this, and here's what I hate: they bleep out the offensive words, but then you don't get to be as offended.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, what did she do
I
wrong?
like to really hate her.
Yeah. But so, not only was she racist, but she acts like because she rented a hotel room, that somehow she's better than the person that she rented it from. This is what annoys me.
Yeah.
You know, you rented something.
Mm-hmm.
This woman's a piece of trash.
All right.
She's no better than these Boston Dynamics scumbags happy to fucking ruin the
Yucking
race.
She's laughing about
Look at
it.
these robots we invented.
I'm going to ask you and Earl just to please come up with an original thought. when you're second on the fucking ball. You know what I mean?
I mean, think about how original Vito is with that. Back in your fucking cells, inmates.
Yeah.
And he
He's
has all
really
that funny
original.
shit. And he has sponsors and
Those
stuff.
sponsors aren't real.
I think they are.
Vito, come in here and sit with us because we're about like, you know, ending up the week. I mean, Tuesday is a short porch fucking week for us. You know?
Yeah.
This is always a weird time too because it's like it's the unexpected vacation. You don't plan for it.
No.
Right.
It's an obligation.
Yeah.
Or a weird thing like, well, I guess I'll just go to my house. All right, let's watch this lady.
All right, here she is.
Now here I'm gonna set up this one. So she comes back to get her. She doesn't have a key, and she does not have ID. She's like Chris Stanley. She doesn't own ID, and this is the way she treats the black woman working there.
My ID, ma'am. That is not me. Up, you asshole. Welcome to your world. You just work here. I'm paying you for your
Not
job.
paying me. And it's
Actually, my
ma'am, all I need is your
family
All I need is an
pays
ID.
you for your
All I need is an ID.
Dude, you're
Is an
dirty
ID. Well, guess what? I'll be a. I'm sorry. I'll be that. I'll be that.
Wow.
I'll be that.
You dirty raunchy skank.
Okay.
How about this?
About it. You can
Wow,
call me
are
whatever
you
you want,
serious?
ma'am. Without an ID, I'm not letting you upstairs.
Here's my ID.
That is not an ID.
Here's my
Your
name,
credit card.
you dirty hood rat.
Ma'am, your
rat.
credit card is not considered ID.
No, it's just my name and it's on the room. I know your ghetto ass may not know.
I'm not from the ghetto. Sorry.
Wow. Hood rat?
Now, yeah, hood rat. See, now there's the thing. You got to hear that, so you were more offended.
Of course.
But she said worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She said worse. But you literally have to hear the name and not the bleep to be like, hey, fuck you. At the same time, I feel like I know this woman. You know what I mean? Like,
There's something
I know
very-
everybody's
yeah.
girls like her.
Yeah, exactly.
They're normally in the PR business or marketing or something.
Yeah.
And they get fucked up, and there's part of you like, she's kind of skanky, but still fuckable. You know what I mean? You
Sure.
can tell she's crazy. Earl, as a black person today, does this shock you? Did you think that since Obama passed on
It
this?
doesn't shock me, and I'm very surprised that the woman working there didn't punch her in the face.
The woman working there was taping her and playing it cool. That's the new way of punching someone in the face.
Yeah.
You punch them in their life.
That's a really great thing. What you just said, punch them in their life, motherfucker. That's the new way of I beat him with a baseball bat. Because her life for doing this is probably fucked up now on like 8 different levels.
Right.
And she's obviously drunk.
Yeah.
Clearly,
But
yeah.
Wasted.
she's with, I mean, obviously her man has the key. Why aren't they together? Why is it daytime and she's this whacked?
Yeah.
But this is, I think, 5 blocks from where we are right now.
Yeah.
We
very
could have,
close.
bumped into this woman before.
We could have stopped her, really, if we tried.
I'll tell you this. I would have said hood rat. The name is Good Rats. And that I would have went Long Island on her ass. Vito, what would you have done if you were the receptionist working in that?
I mean, I probably would have lost my shit because usually, like, you can only take so much when somebody's talking down to you in that position, where it turns into a thing of why are you acting like you're better than me?
This fucking bitch saying, I pay your salary. You're paying the hotel for this room. They fucking pay me. I'm probably getting nothing.
Nothing
A
from you.
penny maybe out of you. You're fucking nobody to me. Hold on to your key, bitch.
Fucking drunk skeezer.
And this lady's so dumb because, like, you need to, at all costs, you want to avoid getting a fucking, like, nickname. One of those, like Permit Patty names or something. Kids Bop Karen. You want to avoid that at all costs.
Those kind of people don't fucking think it's them.
No.
They're like, can you believe
I'm
this
sure.
bitch
Yeah.
treated me this way?
It's just ridiculous. I don't get why people think that you can freak the fuck out on somebody who, like, this person's just doing their goddamn job. Like, she's just like, hey, look, I'm just sitting at a fucking desk.
Look, let me tell you something. One time when I told you guys before, I worked at a crazy fucking motel, right? One time, a guy fucking comes and he goes, do you know where blah, blah, blah is? And I go, I forget what the whole fucking circumstance was. But I let him know this chick's room number, right? This was his chick who was fucking another guy. And this is one of those, like, really bad motels where it's like it opens directly into the street type of thing.
Right.
This fucking guy goes up there, dives through the fucking window, and smashes through a window to get in to get to them, right? The police, and they're like, how? They're saying to me, the police are like, how did he know? And the general manager and everything, how did he know where she was staying? And I'm like this. He must have followed her, I guess, is all I can figure out. Or he recognized the car and went up and was, I was just lying my ass off.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that many years ago, decades ago, you weren't supposed to let somebody go up to a fucking room.
Yeah.
Right. When I stayed at a hotel in Times Square after the Thanksgiving show, as I was checking out, there was a guy who was making a scene, a couple down from me as he was checking out, and he was demanding his whole stay be free. And I don't know what his issue was, but immediately, and maybe it's because I've worked in a hotel, maybe it's because I've worked, customer service before, but I was just like, he's wrong. And I don't, you know what I mean? I have no idea.
Yes.
Maybe he had the worst fucking experience of his life, but he was sitting there and he was sitting there yelling at this woman, and he was just like, and I know 5 other people who also travel, and they will never stay at this establishment or any of its related establishments unless I get this whole bill taken care of. And I'm just like, he's wrong. Whatever it is, he's wrong.
And all the bad things ever happened, it never occurred to me to ask for money for it, Never occurred to me.
I don't even think I've ever sent food back before. I don't think
No,
I've
I
ever
never
done
have,
it.
because I know it'll come back, spit it up.
Yeah.
I've just been like, man, I hate this, and then that's it. I don't eat it, or
I'll still eat it.
No, you eat everything. You really do. Now, Earl, I'm going to ask you this. After hearing that woman, would you have rather heard it with the racial slurs or without?
Without, just to, because you really have to get the full brunt of how much of an idiot she is. I'm trying to be.
Do you understand with the
without the bleeps? I wanted to hear it in.
I agree.
I want it in
100%.
full context.
Because Gail was only offended at one point, and that was hood rat, which I guess you can say it's the HR word.
Mm-hmm.
But the other stuff, she dropped the N-bombs. I think she also called him like cunt, and what I mean? Just fucking thinking you're better than somebody.
She also calls her a raunchy skank for no reason. I mean, at the very least, you can see she's not doing anything skanky.
No.
Yeah.
She's just at work.
You know what? I might even put those my hotel stories on the worst stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go back and tell my appendix story, but I forgot. I got crazy fucking stories from that motel that I worked at, or motor lodge next to the racetrack.
Sound like the old No Country for Old Men hotel.
It literally was, dude. That's a good fucking call. But imagine they had fucking track rats hanging out there.
Fuck.
Not hood rats, track rats.
You can say that.
And those guys would check in and stay sometimes
See,
for
they live there.
weeks at a time, yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Here's the other weird thing about that. They had the old kind of, even then, this was a really old phone system where you patch one into the
Holy
other.
shit, yeah.
And then I figured out that I could listen in on calls, and I would hear all these different fucking deals going down and seeing if there was a way for me to, make a move or let it go. But I could hear that certain people were in serious fucking trouble. Serious money fucking trouble.
That's fucking wild.
Like, there were people physically concerned that they would be killed.
Jesus.
Over betting trotters. Not even...
Trotters.
these
God.
trotters.
That's the most crooked of all horse
I know.
racing. Like, without a doubt, it's known that is the fucking dirtiest fucking gambling.
Because all you have to do, even the officials have said, they broke the trot. You know what I mean? They didn't win after all.
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to sit around and say, let's go back and look at this. They're just like, shit, okay. Yeah, I saw some fucking crazy things there. All right, that's going to be one of the worst.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I don't know what to call it the worst because I don't feel like it was my worst job. And a lot of times it was my best job.
Yeah.
Well, when you have running a system like that, too.
It's kind
There's
of fun
benefits.
at times.
It's the same system running in now with these fucking guys down the hall. They don't know how much airtime I'm selling. Quarantine paid me $3,500 to be on here. Vito, who's your Moby?
My Moby, Vampire Weekend. I don't think I would get along with any of the guys in that band, or I like that type of music typically, but I really like Vampire Weekend.
You're a hipster, dude. Just admit it.
Yeah. He's a hipster wannabe. He's a hipster poser. Now, as a organization, not this season, as an organization, the Steelers and the Packers. The Steelers and the Packers. Yeah. Earl Douglas, you're going to go first on this one. What do you got?
I am going to say the Steelers are greater than the Packers.
Vito.
The Packers are greater than the Steelers.
You don't say it that. You would say the Steelers are less than.
The Steelers are less than.
This is your first time being invited in. It may be your last.
No.
No, you got to follow the thing, so you'll never expect the listeners to do it. Gail.
The Steelers are less than the Packers.
Based on what?
I just feel like the legacy of the Packers.
The Packers.
Yeah.
Chris?
The Steelers are greater than the Packers.
It's 2-2. I'm going to be the tiebreaker here.
Yes.
The Steelers are less than the Packers based on the fact that the Packers have that stadium, the legacy of that, and the fans own the team. No one will ever pass the Packers as being what reminds me of the NFL. You know what I mean? I still think, and I've never cheered for the fucking Packers in my life, but I respect them, goddammit.
Mm-hmm.
I respect them. Paul Newman and Jack Nicholson.
Wow.
Paul Newman.
Oh my God, this is so
and Jack
difficult.
Nicholson.
I don't even know what to say.
Paul Newman and Jack Nicholson. Chris Stanley.
Paul Newman is less than Jack Nicholson.
Earl Douglas.
That's fucked up.
Paul Newman is less than Jack Nicholson.
That's 2-2. One of the greatest actors of all time, Academy Award winner, Paul Newman, sex symbol. Person who's helped so many people is considered a piece of shit by this show. Vito, what do you have?
Paul Newman is greater than Jack Nicholson.
Oh.
Gail?
I know the rules of this game,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to use my one equal to on Paul Newman and Jack Nicholson.
Well, that makes it 2-1 plus a. So you've given it. You've given your thing away. Because now, Paul Newman is less than Jack Nicholson.
I didn't know that's how the game.
Well, you see that you know we go all the way around. There's no can't even come to me as the tiebreaker.
Okay.
You could have forced my hand and not give up your equal because you can't use that anymore in this game.
This game is
Didn't
there's so much
understand that
strategy.
yesterday. It's just,
Huh?
I didn't realize that from yesterday.
No, you got to think strategy all the time.
Okay.
You know,
Point. It's like risk.
the Eagles and Fleetwood Mac. Vito, we're going to start with you. The Eagles, and it's not the Philadelphia Eagles, it's the band. Yes.
The Eagles are less than Fleetwood Mac.
Gail.
The Eagles are less than Fleetwood Mac.
No one's heard of the Hotel California, apparently. Go
The
ahead.
Eagles are greater than Fleetwood Mac.
The Eagles are greater than Fleetwood
You're
Mac.
a fucking misogynist.
Yep. Sexist.
I am.
We were on the same page before, Earl.
Well, I'm going to use this to say the Eagles are equal to Fleetwood Mac.
Oh.
They're both shit. Let's go to line 1.
Hey, Jay in Michigan.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
What's up, Jay?
Hey, good. Hey, Ron, I wanted to say thanks for doing the Ernie Kovacs panel. I don't listen to you guys live a lot, and I'm a couple of days behind, but I listened to that. I think it was last week, and you turned me on to Ernie Kovacs, man. I ordered the DVD box set, and I never would have known anything about the guy unless if I hadn't heard your panel. So I just wanted to thank you for that.
I'm going to do an entire special before the end of the year of everything that we did at the Comedy Center. But that Ernie Kovacs panel was one of the most fun that I've ever had. Didn't expect it. There's a great picture of all the people from the panel just watching videos and laughing.
I love that photo.
He was really, really a genius. And Chris, he smoked cigars and gambled.
He's awesome.
And, had a beautiful wife. And just everything about him is great. So thank you so much for that. Make sure. Yeah.
I just want to say, David Bean Cooley, you guys need to get him on the show. I think
I told that to Chris. I want to have him in for a couple of, because he's like an anchor to those kind of panels. He literally knows all the facts. Thank you very much, buddy. Peace.
Hey, Dan in Maryland.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
So I was listening to Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura on their podcast, and Tom Segura came out with a new promotional video for his tour, and it's actually in response to Bert Kreischer's dance video. I died laughing.
All right, I'm going to.
Hilarious.
Do we have enough time, Chris, to see this?
We have just enough time. Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. This is Tom Segura dancing.
Yeah.
This is awful. I mean, my God. He can't dance. Look at those tits. Oh, I don't know. That thrust. Not the hip thrust. I'm gonna vomit.
His poor wife.
He has a wife?
Look at his little peepee. This guy's definitely racist, right?
He probably stinks, too. Hey, Tom Segura. You've been dancing your whole life.
I know.
Show this fool up.
Just in my style, I might cuss you out. What you doing now? I did for a while. Watch me.
Fuck you, Bert. Hey, man, that was crazy. But I was kidding. You're my best friend, and I love you.
Watch me.
Wow, Tom is so thin.
I know. He looks great. And such a good dancer.
Yeah, let's make sure we link that up. That's fucking hilarious, though. Those two guys are the funniest goddamn bastards ever.
Can't believe Bert gained so much weight.
They're the funniest bastards from Bastardstown.
I know Tom Segura could crip walk like that.
I know. That's not easy.
No, it's really hard. Once
Very
a year,
difficult.
I watch YouTube tutorials on how to crip walk, and it never
What
works
time
out.
of year do you usually start thinking you want to grip walk?
I think summer is when I start
Yeah.
trying to crip walk.
You're
And
like, this summer's going to be the summer.
All right, now, Chris, I want you to look in for me. I saw that we're doing a special that SiriusXM is going free to December 3rd. You know about that?
Yes, it's
Well, can we get people to tell their friends to watch the on demand?
yes, we
Thanksgiving?
can. Yes, so they subscribe and then they can watch on the app.
How would they subscribe? It's free.
Or it's free access. Excuse me.
All right, Vito, can you start and take over the fact stuff?
Yeah, I'm fact man.
I guess I'm just fat man.
All right, everyone knows their places now. I mean, stab him in the belly after doing a great thing. Wow, it's so funny how you guys are like,
wow,
that.
that's weird.
Yeah.
I love vodka.
And then Segura had the long hair and that, the fucking cool beard.
Yeah.
And Machine was morbidly obese and not being able to get anything apart.
If you could only crip walk, I mean, it would be perfect.
I want to crip walk so badly. It's not for lack of trying.
You're just clumsy, huh?
I'm just clumsy and like I can't figure out the feet shuffling.
Well, your feet are too big for you to manipulate. No dancer has feet your size.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like you're wearing skis.
There are two people on the Creep store that talk about your feet all the time and saying that one of them said that they don't even like to do our show because of your feet. I'm not even making that up. I mean, you could guess. It's not Florentine.
Yeah.
But they talk about your fucking feet and whether you're a freak and that it's disgusting. And they were saying, like, they would hate to see your bare feet.
I can send them pictures of my bare feet just so.
Here's what I need you to do. I need you to stay fucking cool and stay under, okay?
Okay.
I don't want you to fucking get it out there. I want you to Bill Wyman this shit. You know, you're here, but you're in the background just keeping the fucking bass fucking the same.
Okay.
Same, no matter what song it is. All right? You look at Charlie and nobody else. What is it, Chris? You just put up your thing. Hey, I wonder what Earl's going to go with for today's.
Oh, yeah. What's going to be his
My
big
guess
song?
is Feet Don't Fail Me Now, based off the last couple seconds. Could it be something, how great they are, because we were doing. I didn't have a chance to do the last one. You want to do it fast?
Yes,
Yeah, let's do it fast. Yeah.
Chip Chipperson and Jim Norton. Earl, what's the last song?
Feet Don't Fail Me Now.
No, come on, dude. What were you really going to do?
I was going to do some Tina Turner. It's her 80th birthday. No?
No.
Sly and the Family Stone?
Fart sounds.
Why, is it their fucking birthday?
No, just thank you for letting me be myself again.
I heard all great things about this song, thinking you put zero thought into it. Doing a birthday song. Chris?
Chip Chipperson greater than Jim Norton.
Wow.
Every time he puts the wrong one up.
Every single time. Go ahead.
Chip Chipperson less than Jim Norton.
Earl?
Chip Chipperson less than Jim Norton.
Chip Chipperson greater than Jim Norton.
And that puts it to me.
Mhm.
I've already used my equal. Well, I'm going to have to put a lot of thought into this, Chris.
I mean, well, we're running out of time.
This is one that, if anything, time is my
10
friend.
seconds. I mean, no.
I mean, I love Chip Chipperson.
Yeah, 5.
But I've known Jim Norton now for 19 years.
2.
I'm going to say Chip Chipperson is